Yeah, phone line set up.
Hey, alien.
Ya, true, díselo. Presiona los controles, presiona los controles. Harto. Ya, harto de matar patos. Presume su mierda pero no es para tanto. Yo hago trap hardcore, papi no canto. Con lo que tuviste yo limpio mis zapatos, pato. Tanto trap, ¿dónde están? No sé dónde están. Me preguntan si canto, nah. Patada en la cara, like canto, nah. Hey, harto de matar patos. Presume su mierda pero no es para tanto. Yo hago trap hardcore, papi no canto. Con lo que tuviste yo limpio mis zapatos, pato. Tanto trap, ¿dónde están? No sé dónde están. Me preguntan si canto, nah. Patada en la cara, like canto, nah. Hey, patada en la cara, like canto, nah. Yo estoy con lo mío, papi, ¿dónde más? Tú andas muy crecido, papi, ¿dónde vas? No venga judío, casa de alemán. Pa' ti difícil, pa' mí tan fácil. Un hit con DC y otro con Brasil. Porque así trabaja junto a mi team. Cabeza fría, corte Materazzi. Yipi, ya. Toda tu gang solo títeres. Pegados a uno por interés. Yo con los reales, mis tigres. La facha demuestra la nitidez. Parecemos modelos de Pinterest. Que me conoce, que ni sé qué. Papi, respétate en límites. ¿Dónde están? No sé tú. Yo alejado del revolú. Estoy parchado con toda mi crew, jugando FIFA y ganando true. ¿Dónde está? No sé tú. Yo alejado del revolú. Estoy parchado con toda mi crew, jugando FIFA y ganando true. En la calle se mueven los Philly. Walter White, controlo la Kimi. Tú pides los deseos, que yo soy el dueño de la rosa y la verde flow Timmy. Me voy a pegar sin un remix. Quiero salir en el show de Jimmy, con ropa ancha como Willy, parchándome una retro mini. Tanto de matar patos, presume su mierda pero no es para tanto. Yo hago trap hardcore, papi no canto. Con lo que tuviste yo limpio mis zapatos, pato. Tanto trap, ¿dónde están? No sé dónde están. Me preguntan si canto, nah. Patada en la cara, like canto, nah. Harto de matar patos, presume su mierda pero no es para tanto. Yo hago trap hardcore, papi no canto. Con lo que tuviste yo limpio mis zapatos, pato. Tanto trap, ¿dónde están? No sé dónde están. Me preguntan si canto, nah. Patada en la cara, like canto, nah. Hey. Los controles, manejando la
Güey, ya. A ver, esta sí la vamos a hacer así bien chula, ¿va, cámara?
Imagínense que ya no hay rollo. Porque ese es el trap.
Sí,
Vengo con la autoridad de quien tiene el peso del mejor disco del año a la espalda, con la seguridad de la chica que se acorta la falda. Y es que no he seguido modas, tampoco me importa quien aparentemente manda. Si ni me enteré quién canta panda. Tu rapero favorito, métetelo por donde más te quepa. Y si se cree metalero sin serlo, pues que arde en una hoguera. A ver si así por lo menos nos ilumina un poco más la conciencia, porque pareciera que el mundo ya no se salva ni con religión ni conciencia. Epa, no profundizo porque luego me cierran, aunque sí tendré que divulgar la verdad, que me encierren a lo Mandela. Ya que ni siquiera pintando mandala mi mente se aquieta. Por eso detesto ir al banco sin lana y a la discoteca sin dama. Vita, peca, mi carne débil yarda como Daredevil. Me perdí en tu perfil, desaparezco Copperfield. Bajo perfiles como mejor me siento. Y es que a decir verdad solo has escuchado de mí un 3.14%.
Saco una rima como escultor el cincel, como una semilla que en el campo va a crecer, como ese ser que es la esencia de la vida, como con cada letra se dibujan fantasías. Ser un artista se refleja en cada paso que tú no abandonas por dejar al mundo algo. Se debe sudar, se debe entrenar, se debe confiar en procesos que solo con los años se vuelven concretos. Ser como una gota que hace hueco a una piedra, estar listo a afrontar, venga lo que venga. Cada muralla, cada batalla, cada vez que en la pista un beat estalla. Como un tigre las rayas, la experiencia tú las ganas. Está bueno tener panas para quitarte las ramas, pero eres protagonista de tu propia odisea. Tal vez no eres Ulises, pero Penélope te espera.
Sueños, light, presentes de chavo. 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 Conectado a la interfaz, pongo el mic en on. Oye James Ron, llegó otro maquinón. Les vengo a cambiar el rostro como baño en ácido. Ha sido un placer haber formado otro clásico. Cypher en acción, faire la porta sortant. Busca otro pasatiempo, perds pas ton temps. Este disco suena duro, mais c'est pas d'ordinateur. Tu rendras à l'hôpital si tu apprends mes vers par cœur. Mis letras juntas son una bomba like a true wop. Somos 7 guerreros luchando codo a codo. Acá no se gana nada si no arriesgas todo. Hay que aguantar las reglas. Llegó el periodo magnifique, les techniques que se me atribuyen. No ando de fiesta, pero soy el que cumple la profecía de este monte. No lo dudes, destinado al éxito de aquí hasta la cumbre. Sueños. En el hip hop seremos el cimiento, el pilar que soporta que me fusilen cimiento. Muchos pusieron la semilla añosa atrás para poder sembrar y ahora voy a cosechar. Me levanté, no quise estar acostado. Muy pocos saben todo lo que me ha costado. Yo lo gané, a mí nadie me ha costeado. Y ahora el trofeo lo guardo a mi costado. Dejé de lado esa vida miserable y ahora me enfoco en que es sincero miserable. Me desahogo y así mi mente se expande. Entro en un trance y mi cerebro ahora arde. Ideas fluyen por mi boca. Mira de sniper, mis versos ya se colocan. En tus oídos tus neuronas se alborotan. De sueños y raíces lo escuchaste modo foca.
Tapete se prende el estéreo. Esto no es un juego, hacemos bien, lo hacemos en serio.
Reuniendo los barrios.
Andas en tu benzo, ando con mi bando. Andamos rapeando, siempre creando. Salir de las sombras, nos andan mirando. Reconstruyendo lo destruido con las mismas obras. Mucho ayuda el que no estorba, y al igual que cobras. Escupimos veneno, rapeando sin freno, hora tras hora. Exponiendo estos versos como obras. Puedes verlos pero no tocar. Hacemos clásicos como Mozart. Nos sale natural, me puedo imaginar rapeando en México o en Bogotá. Para callar a los que dijeron, oye, no podrás. El rap me acompaña, vaya donde vaya. Pongo la mano por los míos en el falla. La vida es una batalla, nunca tires la toalla. Haremos música hasta viejos como Gustavo Santaolalla.
Sueños, rap shit, loco, donde guache la coloco. Estilo de calle más dirty que le coloco. Le metemos coco en vez de ya meterle al foco. Somos sonders como topos, pero ustedes ni los topo. Es la calle que en la noche me da vida. Fat cap en la bolsa pa' sentir la adrenalina. Me sacó del hoyo cuando fuiste mi toxina. Y ahora la tinta y el rap se volvieron mi morfina. Y tú divina, aunque reproches. Y yo tan frío como la noche. Siento que explota como la roche. Que se vayan a la verga, motherfuckers, con su dolce. Con la DM escalando de vez en diario. Busco pegarle al gordo y no a tu puta radio. Mi adicción más grande, líneas y escenarios. Estar en cada muro, no de face sino de barrios. Sueños. Estoy brindando con mis compas, chilling en el building, what's up, tú sabes qué onda. Sit back, relax, desconecta tu mind. Estos poetas buscan rimas, siguen haciendo su grind. Trabajamos en silencio, low profile. Conectamos con la gente como puente y eso es real facts. Fuck tu fama, aquí no agrada, puras barras, can you feel that? The real hip hop is back. Tomen asiento que esto solo empieza. Somos la pieza que le falta a tu pobre rompecabezas. El juego está desbalanceado y nuestra presencia tensa. Venimos a restaurar el equilibrio entre tanta falsa prensa. Pure, raw, rap de forma densa. Artesanos de estas líneas, si quieres te hacemos unas trenzas. Ya no hay forma de que te salves de esta.
No me pregunten, sigo en lo mismo. Voy sin capucha, es mi cinismo. Dímelo Cristo, si le doy piso. Tú me conoces, tú ya me has visto. El niño quiso ser perro fino. Vienen los puercos, no me persino. Lo que cocino es pa' reales, va pa' carnales que me proteja. La Super 30, una vereta que me vigile. No se encasquille, quién es el dealer. Yo traigo algo con lo que valgo. Esta es mi alma, que es lo que trama. La vida es corta, la mente es loca. El chile no importa si la factura sale muy cara. Si la tortura nunca se para. Aquí sin nada tenemos todo. Unos en piso, otros en lodo. Plata con oro, se vuelve polvo. Lo que yo quiero es solo otro sorbo. Para el estorbo no traigo nada. Para mis hombros pongo la espalda. En tu manada faltan agallas. En las acciones sobran palabras. Miran y tiran, dime tú quién eres. ¿Cuál es tu clica? ¿De dónde vienes? Dime qué quieres. ¿Cuál es el miedo? Pinta maníaca, sigo de cerdo. Si me enredo entre las espinas, tras de barrotes viven malillas. Barrio caliente, la muerte es fría. Lo que decían, si ando con perros. Si no hay dinero, soy carroñero. Trago pa'l suelo por mis guerreros. Se acaba el juego, allá nos vemos. Viene la muerte, yo no le temo. Si estoy enfermo, así me quedo. Para ser perro, señas con dedos. Voy con el cane, con un tequila. Esta va a estar firme como sus líneas. Mi terror, cholos tumbados, la movie de horror. Junto con te me pegó un loquerón. Ese mi as de traite ese patrón. En tierra caliente ya está la misión. Al de confianza le suelto el pacón. No se me agüite si se da el topón. Desde las calles la regla se rompe. El diablo está firme y espera la orden. Ese es mi guante de ser más buscado. Por los problemas que hubo en el pasado. Para envidiosos aquí no hay cupo. Para enemigos en su barrio escupo. Gallo jugado listo para el trompo. Letras maníacas con los psicolocos. Caigan al barrio, perro no la cree. Aquí en el Jersey viene el 7-3. Tiro mi clica, firme la CP. De por vida perro somos 7-3. Somos 7-3.
His people were bought from captivity and that he parted the sea. Kukulkan says that his people were bought from captivity and that he parted the sea to bring his people out. Book of the Kukulkan, book of the Popovu, written in Quiche, brother.
That's what I'm asking. So this, like somehow the tribes came out here and from here went out there?
So then I told you it's in the Bible. You said that book doesn't exist, but I just proved to you that Kukulkan knew that book before the Bible came to America. He already knew that. He already knew about the parting of the sea. He already knew his people were in captivity. He already knew his people came from the east. So now I'm going to tell you how do we know how we got here?
Also, the Popol Vuh records the story of the part. You already said it.
The parting of the sea.
No, but the Popol Vuh, like on the timeline, the Popol Vuh is way before.
Way before what?
The crucifixion.
The what?
The crucifixion.
He's saying the Popol Vuh at the time of the Mayans.
Yeah, at the time they wrote it, on the other side of the ocean.
You're absolutely right.
Like,
Jesus wasn't getting right. He wasn't here yet. That's right. You know why? Because the 10 tribes that came to America, right, came after the captivity in Assyria. The Assyrian captivity was the last place these people known as Israelites were held captive here in Assyria. After Assyria, 10 of these tribes got together and left to a place. This is what the Bible tells you, that they were taken to a place where no man has ever dwelt before. The name of that place was known as Azareth. That's Americas.
Okay. So, how did they have contact with the Mayans?
Who have contact with the Mayans?
The Jews that you're talking about.
The Mayans are the Jews, brother.
Wow.
The Mayans are those people.
You know that this video, that's a day from the lamb. The Mayans used to sacrifice the lamb. Who else sacrificed lambs? What other culture sacrificed lambs?
But before they sacrificed it, they praised it. They praised and hold them.
Let me break it down in his language, because you don't know the lamb. You eat birria?
Yeah, I love birria.
Right there, right?
Yeah.
You can find
birria in town.
You can find the recipe of the birria in the book of Deuteronomy.
Wow! No mames.
Word for word. El consomé, las especies, la carne bien quemada dentro del horno. In the inside of the book of Deuteronomy, brother.
Man.
Let me tell you, when these labels
This cat blew my mind.
you know what I do? I take them to eat there because I know that that's what is found in the Bible.
Wow. Hey, please add me as a friend on
Word
Facebook.
for word, brother. Birria is in the Bible. Word for word.
I don't read the Bible.
I know. You know what you read, brother? You read Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley. El Aleister Crowley y ¿quién más? Jack Parson. Jack Parson. Esa es la gente que nosotros seguimos.
Please add me, man.
Seguimos los pinches gabachos instead of our own people,
Thank you
bro.
guys for being here, man.
Instead of our own culture.
You changed my life. You know that, right?
Said what?
Yeah, you changed my life.
That's right, man.
You see it right now. You know when you feel them, you get chills. Look, you see these little bumps?
Literature.
That's feeling him.
Right or wrong.
He doesn't talk to you another like directly. You feel it, bro.
Right.
I know that.
The truth is the truth, man. No matter what, man. And we God's chosen people, man. We're God's people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we're God's chosen people. So what he's saying, like what you're talking about, is because you know in your spirit that it's true. And all you gotta do is just go research and find it out.
I'm gonna keep reading and researching, bro. I am.
Porque los mexicas, los chichimecas, los yaquis were all different tribes, carnal. How can I be mexica?
Carnal,
I'm not from
pero
there,
esos son cosas antiguas. Tenemos que desarrollarnos como seres. No podemos seguirnos clavados en el pedo de los aztecas, de los mayas, de los pinches jesuitas. Our necessities require ourselves to be in another position. We need to take another stand. We cannot rely on all these old symbols to move forward because this has not helped, has not worked. It's still going on the same vicious cycle. It's through understanding and education. The big monster to conquer right here is the monster of ignorance. The day that we all at our own level become a little bit more educated so we could understand the things that are happening around us and we could have a conscious and educated conversation so we could really start bringing down points that we should all follow. Words like hate, words like religion, words like prejudice. They do not belong should not belong in our vocabulary. We, as human beings, having been on this earth for so fucking long, should have fucking moved forward. The new man, the new human being needs to leave all that behind. We need to come to the understanding that we all come from different backgrounds, and we all have different ideas. But it's not our point to tell each other what's right or not. We absorb everything, you know.
Because we've decided.
But we must understand
Let me tell you,
all one.
because we've
all one
decided.
being.
Because we've decided to understand something that is now ours. They're killing our children in the streets of America. Because we've decided to join hands with the people that really hate, our children are being killed today. Our people live in poverty. Our people live in the ghettos.
And I'm here to
Let me tell you something, Mr. Moreno. My uncles fought in fucking Vietnam.
Yeah,
my grandfather
family
went
too.
to World War II.
Yeah.
Their ancestors fought in World War I. We fought in Vietnam. We fought in Iraq and Iran. And you know what? We came back to fight for our freedom here in East LA and died on the streets for us to get a goddamn education.
Yeah.
Is that what we're clinging on to? Are we clinging on to an enemy and we think we're progressing? We ain't progressing, brother. We setting ourselves back hundreds of years. You know why? Because we are clinging to the real ignorance, to the real lies. Until we wake up to who we are and who our ancestors were and what our real culture is, we will always be living under the foot and the boot of the enemy in the country that used to be yours, that has now been taken possession of that enemy that you want to hold hands with. They hate you, they hate me, they hate the black, brown, and anybody of our color. And we have been fighting for justice every single goddamn time we come from Vietnam, Korea, from World War I, World War II. We have to come back and fight for justice, brother. We got to walk the streets of East LA. You know what? Just to be equal to a goddamn enemy, equal to a person that hates you, equal to a person that does nothing. You know what? Your Native American Indian brothers, they died, you know, not only on the reservations, but in the schools, brother, that they took them from their children and put them into, brother. Those are the schools that they died in. And your people are dying of ignorance in the same education that they died in. So you tell me that I'm living in the past because I represent my people. I don't live in the past, brother. My past was better than the goddamn place we live in today. Right. This is hell for black Hispanics and Native American Indians, bro. And every time you move forward and hold hands with those people that hate you, let me tell you, all these white photographers out here, you know what they're doing out here? They're waiting for that $1 million shot. They're hoping come out here and get a good picture so they can get a goddamn name because they took the right picture of a Mexican or a black or an oppressor. You know what? They're getting that picture. While us, we never get that right picture. You know what our picture is? Our picture is the one that goes on Channel 5 or on the news or in the front of the paper of a dead fucking child, bro. So we need to wake up to the reality that no matter what we do here, we're walking hands in hands with white oppressors. We will always, you know what they need to do? Take their asses back to Europe. That's what they need to do, brother. Because
right on. Right on.
They're destroying us and they don't give a damn. Let me tell you something. When white people wanted to stop killing animals at the Humane Society, they marched the goddamn streets and stopped the killing. They stopped the killing of whales. They stopped the killing of the animals. When are they going to stop the killing of black and Hispanics, bro?
ISUPK.
I'm a black Jew. I'm a black Jew.
The devil is alive.
Hey, at the end of the day, the Bible do say that you are the seed of your father. You understand? And that woman right there, her father is a whole Caucasian European man. You understand? Meaning she is a goddamn devil, right? She is not a so-called Jew. You understand? The Jews are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? The 12 lost tribes of Israel. And that devil, I mean, it God said it best, and he was from the Bible.
Devil is alive.
Shalom.
Brothers there?
Hey,
Look at this.
Lord in Christ, Salakia.
Hey, I was just about a thumb.
Orale, man, hold up. I wish I had the shotgun noises. Lord Allah will get that back next time. But for meantime, Yashikar, I play this for you.
Hey, what's that in Christ, carnal?
Give that brother a hand, man. Give you a hand, carnal.
Hey, carnal, you don't have a Mexican grito out there?
Damn right.
We're gonna get that one next. Carnal.
What's that in Christ?
Hey, orale.
Set up. Y'all can hop
What's
on
good?
the TikTok. Y'all can hop on the TikTok whenever y'all ready.
Oh, you got the tip? Okay. Most High Christ, I got it.
I say Yashikar, I'm sending you an invite as well.
And Salakia, carnal, I'm driving right now, so I won't be able to really mess with my phone other than to jump on Pura Neta right here.
No
carnal.
sweat, carnal. However you can get on, man, just as long as you on here, man.
Hey,
Know what I mean? Shit. Ya sabes, hey, man. But let's get it, man. Let's get it, carnal.
Salakia,
if I could,
Come
Go ahead,
I
carnal.
just want to give you all to water for having me on your show, carnal. Mosa in Christ, you brothers have been going hardcore, carnal, and this is exactly what our people needs to hear.
Just real quick, carnal. Simon, if I could, Yashikar, hold on, just not to cut you off, carnal. I just want to say this. This is our show, carnal. So tú también. This is your show too, carnal.
Damn right, other one. I wouldn't be here
Mosa
without.
in Christ. Mosa in Christ, carnal. I appreciate the brotherhood, carnal.
Dale gas.
Hey,
yeah, no, Salaka, yeah, I just wanted to say this is exactly what our people need to hear. You know, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, we are one familia. we are the nation of Israel, and it's
Oh,
time
yes,
for
Car, you
us
there?
to gather together. That can you hear me?
Can I can hear you, Canal.
Oh, Salaki, did I cut off or?
Your brother's there?
I'm speaking on the TikTok. I don't want them to hear me say Malakma's about to jump on the TikTok. I'm waiting for you to jump on the TikTok when I see you in the live.
I'm trying to join it. Yashikar, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Canal. I think we got the purple sodomites trying to do the little psyops.
Hey, listen, we need to keep this topic for last. We need to keep this topic for last because I sent you a video. I was like, good night. They just show that they hate brothers, really. You understand? They don't even believe in the 12 tribe chart. They just prove it. Right? But let's keep this footage for last, another one, if you don't mind.
No sweat. Let's get it, man. But all right, man. Let's get
no sweat. Good
right here another Monday night. Ya sabes, this what is going on here? I see they trying to it's bare. Always technical difficulties. These oppressors trying to stop us, but of course, with me at the helm, I got Precinct 500 camp leader of May. As you became May, Yashikar Banyashikar. Let's give him a hand.
What's in Christ, come on.
We got Mighty Priest and Officer 500 coming all the way from Canada, man. You know what I mean?
Ya sabe.
Mighty Pakia Allah, man. My canal right here también.
Órale.
Órale. Ya sabes, carnales. Hold on, man. Salaki, Brock Yalla, can you run it for a second?
Kawakai. We can't hear in the TikTok right now. I have to mute you because there's a bad echo. You understand? It's a bad reverb. I think the purple vaginistas. Salaki, I need to quote Commander General Johanna. The purple vaginistas are playing around on TikTok. I'm trying to think this already. You understand? If y'all have
they are right. They're doing something.
Kawakai. So if anyone have any comments or questions, put it in the chat on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Yes, we got a few topics. I'm about to pull up a video just now, as a matter of fact, right? I'm gonna have to translate it because it's French. You understand? Or Salakia, since we have the Yashkar right here, Yashkar, do you want to start with the video of the street vendors getting harassed by the sheriffs?
Hey, Canale, whatever you brothers got going, I'll jump in with y'all.
Khan. So for those who are on TikTok, we're about to play a couple clips. If you want to see the clips that we're gonna, chime on, talk about, hop on the YouTube channel, UPK La Pura Neta Podcast, or Facebook, ISPK Latino America. And right now, I think we're streaming also on ISPK Mexico or ISPK Los Angeles. So like I almost say Los Angeles. Don't take me to council, lot.
Damn.
Why are you guys messing with the vendors?
Driver license.
Huh? You don't need to see my driver's license. No, you don't.
Drive right now?
No, you don't. No, you don't. That was the other car.
No, that was your truck.
That was the other car.
Come on, stay over here.
No.
Stay over here.
No. What are you doing?
No. That was reckless driving.
Reckless? What are you talking about? That car went in front of me. That car went in front of me.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Why are you guys messing with the vendors? Why are you guys messing with the vendors? You know why I'm here? You know why I'm here?
I don't care.
You know it's impossible. They have no pathway from the Department of Public Health. You know these guys right there? You know there is no pathway for taquerias, right? There is no pathway. Why are you criminalizing the working class? You know there's no pathway. You and I have talked before. Ni le aceptes nada, no, ni le aceptes nada, compa. Ese güey es un cobarde, no sabe lo que está haciendo. This guy over here, man. Dude, you know there's no pathway from the Department of Public Health. You know there's no pathway from the Department of Public Health to obtain permits. So why are you ticketing them? You have no right to take their equipment, and you also can't take nothing that's packaged. You know that. I'm on public property. I'm on public property. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. I'm on public property. Shit, I know my shit, homie. You guys are always criminalizing the working class. Do you know it's impossible for them to get their permits done? You know that? Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that? Yes or no? Do you know that it's impossible, that there is no pathway? No, that car honked at me.
Yeah,
Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here?
Yeah, you cut off.
Do you know why I'm here? Do you know why I'm here?
We'll deal with that.
Do you know why I'm here?
We're ready.
Do you know why I'm here?
All right.
Yeah? Yeah?
So I saw you cut
No,
off.
look, at the end of the day, you're Raza and you're fucking with the people. This is what you're working for? Let me see your gang tattoos, huh? Where you from? Bandidos? Executioners? Huh? Huh? That's what's illegal. Investigate yourselves. Huh? That's why Villanueva's no longer in office, huh? We made sure of that. We made sure of that. We made sure of that. You know that? We made sure of that Villanueva's no longer in office. You know that? Do you know that? Villanueva's no longer in office. That's why you guys are mad. That's why you guys are mad over here, criminalizing the working class. Huh? They have no pathway to permits. Follow Senate Bill. Follow state law. Do you know what Senate Bill 946 says? Do you know that? What does it say?
You tell me, sir.
What does it say? Huh? Street vending is no longer a crime. So why are you here? Why are you here? This is not a fucking crime. So why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why?
Hey, Salak Yadawanyam, I'm gonna just stop it right here. I had to clip the TikTok because we had some bad reverb. But listen,
No sweat out.
this is
TikTok.
I don't know. You were coming on with some bad reverb out of one. I'm like, let's just
I
clip
don't know
it
if
for
it's my phone or what. I muted on my. You still getting the reverb on the TikTok?
I already clipped the TikTok. We'll figure it out for next time.
No sweat. All right, let's get it.
I was gonna
So
say
that's heavy West situation. Salaya?
No, Salaki, I was just gonna say this is the epitome of the scripture saying, you are of your father the devil, the way that these cops are. They're just Tío Tomas. You understand? These are Mexicans, Uncle Toms, right? Like clearly you could see the sheriff. The sheriff's not a white boy. He looks like the twin or the nephew or the son of George Lopez. You understand? And he's harassing his own people. And a lot of them gonna pretend like they don't know the law. They know what they're doing. You understand? They're doing it on the behalf of their slave masters. Right? Because they know, like, just like the brother said, right? It is not a crime to be a street vendor. Like, they're allowed to be on the sidewalk selling the tacos. Understand? Mosiah in Christ would shout out to the street vendors. But we always have heathens, and in that case, we have brothers that are here on behalf of the heathens, harassing our people. You understand? But just like the scripture said that they are of their father, the devil. Salaki out of one. Salaki of Simalagma, you still here?
Salaki, can you hear me?
Okay, I can't hear you out of one.
Can I think of some Malakmus from?
I'm here, Salaki. Yeah, I'm having technical difficulties on my end, Akim. Like my screen keeps loading up. Trying to see if I'm getting off the internet right here. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna cut off the. You said we're not doing TikTok live, Brian?
We're not on TikTok. Not today.
Okay, Con. Let me hop up out of it. Them purple mites, man. Trying to stop our work. No sweat. I think we good should be now. Not have any more damn issues. So what?
So like if I could,
man,
I just want to say, Carnal, that cop, that was a straight up vato right there. That was Raza right there. And it's like you said, Carnal, that fool looked like George Lopez's son. I mean, Carnal, it's real heavy how you said it too. That fool looked like he just crossed the border. And then he want to go off and mess with Raza. This is a perfect example of Christianity at its finest, Carnal. At its finest. It's Christianity, the reality of it, it was made for us to have hatred amongst each other. You could only love a white Jesus. You can only love the image that looks like that God, that white Jesus that our oppressors gave us. That fool is an Uncle Tom to the fullest. And I can't wait for Christ to return, Carnal, because that's going to be the times that we're gonna be chopping up some heads, especially these Uncle Toms. You know, that fool looks like a second class or second generation American. His family probably crossed the river to get over here on this side, but he hates to see his people thrive. He hates to see his people be successful. You know, he not only does he see him and enjoys see our people destroyed, you know, but he wants to keep him there. If it was up to this brother, man, to that vato, you know, he would have just. I don't even want to get us kicked out of the show right now, carnal. So I'm gonna just leave it there, carnal. I'll let you brothers speak on it.
No sweat, man. I know Yashikar keeping the G rated, man. If I could, carnales, I put on. You know, we don't do this too often on the show, but I figured, you know, we should start going back to, you know, what we are. We are ISUPK, right? And we are going to talk about the Bible. We are going to talk about being an Israelite. And what this situation showed, right, is proves how the Bible is our story, right? And of course, this is where Christ was talking, right? This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44, right? And this is Christ's words, right? He said, "Ye are of your father devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do," right? That who right there, man. And that's the sad part, Yashikar and Berg. It's always our own that are the worst, man. It's always the Judas de la Raza that treat us the worst. You know, you don't mess with a brown man trying to make his living. You know, like, we're not on street corners begging for money. We're not out there robbing, you know, and murdering, unaliving one another. You know, we out here doing the honest living, working, feeding people, giving them things they need, commodities. You know what I mean? And this is the thank you that America gives us, man. Just a thank you. And part of the reason why is because of our own, because of supposed people that are supposed to be leaders. They're not. They're sellout Uncle Toms, right? This is why Christ said, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do." He's a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. He lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Right? That's talking about the Blanco. Right there, the father's lies. None of them, man. They always, you know, try to weasel the way out of agreements. How you
Salakia, you're going in and out now.
Salakia?
You're choppy.
Right, and I think you're in the Matrix right now, man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And
what's going on? It's the purple faggot, Salakia, the purple vaginismus.
But what Officer Malakma said was real heavy, Kernan, because you know that's the way it is. That vato is such an Uncle Tom, Kernan, that he hates his own people. He hates his own people, and he thinks he's gonna be accepted by our oppressors. But I mean, as we all know, our oppressors will never love no wetbacks, beaners, niggas, and savages.
Right.
Our oppressors will never accept us. Don't matter how much his head is up their asses. You know, how many of his own people he destroys. You know, they will never accept him. They'll use him to do their dirty work. They'll use him to murder his own people. They'll use him to destroy his own people, but they will never accept him. And that's what our people have to know. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native, we are the same people. We are one nation. We are the nation of Israel. And when you learn, once you learn to keep your love within us, within your own people, that's when you're going to thrive. That's when the Lord's going to be with you. Other than that, you'll always be a reject Uncle Tom. That's the death, carnal. If anybody deserves Uncle Tom's, Salakia, they deserve unaliving. That's what we gotta say now, right? You don't wanna mess it up. Go ahead, carnal.
I just want to paraphrase real quick, like, you know, that the Bible said that you can't serve two masters because you'll love one and hate the other. Like he can be for his people and for his slave master at the same time. He knows he has to pick a side, and he's picking the what he think is the best, what he think is the most comfortable side. Oh, I'm an upstanding citizen. You understand? I have a job. I provide for my family. You understand? I'm not a like just like Henry Cejudo, the MMA fighter. He's not Mexican in his mind. He's an American. In his mind, he's not a wetback. He's a patriot.
Right.
You understand? So he thinks what he's doing is the right thing. He thinks that just to earn my keep, basically, just to earn my keep in this kingdom, I have to oppress Black and Hispanic people. I have to hate my own and to be able to love my master and to be able to receive the love from my master. That's what he's doing. What he's doing. You understand? Because people sometimes they think that they try to make it complicated. No, it's more complicated. No, it's not more complicated than that. You understand? He's just a comfortable slave. That's all he is.
Alice, can you hear me now?
Come on. You're not choppy.
I'm still choppy.
No, you're Tawab. You're
Tawab now. Okay,
Come on.
Khan. I might have to just turn the camera off. I don't know if that does anything. But no sweat. Go ahead, Baraki. I'll do your thing.
I was basically saying, it's like the Bible says, like you can't love two masters. Basically, he hates the Most High because the Most High said not to hate your brother. If you understand, and just like Officer Yashpar said, that's Christianity. He's a goddamn Christian, and Christian that is Raza hates the Most High because they hate their own brothers and sisters. You understand? That's really what it is. And he loves his slave master. He loves his ID. He loves Joe Biden. He's probably a Mexican for Trump.
Right.
Good.
Damn.
You beat me to it, Brachiola. I was gonna say, I wonder what religion he is, but you done already touched on it. You know what I mean?
Come.
A Mexican for Trump, carnal. Chingao.
And that's the proof. I could, Yashikar. That's the proof that we're Israelites. That's the proof that the Bible's talking about us, because you don't never see stories like this happening with any other nation of people. You don't see this happening with the Chinos, the Arabs, the East Indians, the Jewish man. You don't never see a Jewish man, police officer going and raiding the Orthodox, whatever they call, their little shops and everything they have. You never do that to them. If for some reason like that happens with us, so that just lets you know how evil this oppressor is. So like, not to side note, and cut in, but I did want to add this, man. Like, we got the call-in number right there, 909-654-5574 for anybody that wants to tune in and call and give your opinion on the matter. If you want to, talk some shit, if you have a question, and you want to give us props, or you just want to be a hater, go ahead and call in. I know there's a lot of y'all out there, man. Y'all always tune in on our classes and in our videos long after we post them up. We're here live every Monday night, 9 p.m. until, man. Y'all can comment, have some, y'all down to talk, run your mouth. We'll go ahead and call in.
Yeah, don't be purple. You understand?
Especially you purple, you know what I mean? Purple mariposas, but we'll leave it at that.
The vaginista.
But go ahead, carnal. Salakia.
Man, Salakia, carnal. If I could, carnal. See, what you said, carnal, was so heavy that it never happens to the Chinos. Even though there's more illegal pinche dog-eating Chinos, it never happens to them, carnal. Us that we've been here all our life, us that we fought their wars, we worked their fields, we've done everything we could, carnal, so we could be accepted by them. We still get rejected by them. A Chino can come here illegally, still get a loan to start his own nail chopping business, carnal. And I'm pretty sure what they do with those leftover nails, they go over there and cook them. Because, these Chinos be eating everything, carnal. They be eating nails, dog nails, cat nails, the whole damn dog. Todos these Chinos, man, carnal. That's why the Lord separated us from every nation. That's why the Lord gave us a Levitical diet. We can't eat this, we can't eat that, because we can't be like them. Because that's why the Lord made us a special people for Him.
Right.
You know, and that's heavy, carnal. Because yeah, this don't happen to the Chinos. They can't even speak English, carnal. You rarely see those bastards over there in the wars. It's always blacks, Hispanics, and natives that go to the war. But you know why?
Right.
Because us, carnal, as a nation of Israel, we've always been the one with the more huevos. We don't fear war. We're programmed for warfare, carnal. It's in our blood. That's what we do. That's what we know. That's why all these vatos in the barrios, they'll die for their hood. They'll die for a white man's hood, for a white man's housing, for a white man's projects. You know, not knowing even what they're dying for. Because war has always been in our blood, carnal. You know, but if only brothers would know how to use that warfare for their people, how to unite, like Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation, not desire. We are that nation. Blacks, Hispanics, and natives, los gringos no te quieren, homie. Our oppressors do not love you. You will never be accepted by these goddamn animals. And why would you be one accepted by some homosexual pigs? Why? Homosexuality came from them. That shit came from Europe. These fools came on ships over here already being a bunch of mariposas. Like, I don't want to get us kicked out by saying maripones. But that's what they were doing. You know, and then they infected our people with all that cancer. They were already rapists. They were already pedophiles, murderers, thieves. They were all of that when they got here, and they infected our people with that. It's a goddamn cancer. That's why that other Mexican cop is going up against his own people, because that fool's infected. It's a goddamn cancer, and he hates his own people. And he sees himself in the mirror, and he feels ashamed. He feels ashamed of being a brown Mexican without knowing that we're one of the greatest people in the nation of the world. It's like one of the best nations of the world. But he still want to be white. He still want to eat pork. He still want to be a shrimp eater, a dog eater. He still want to be accepted by baby white Jesus. He still want to be accepted by the naked white angels that the Catholic Church puts. Go ahead, can I go on the trip over here with these fucking Uncle Toms?
You understand? But I was just gonna say, he's probably sleeping with a dog. I pray you understand.
So, like, if I could, real quick, right? I got something in the background, right, to show you, brothers, right? And let's see if I can.
This pinche tío is sleeping with a white woman. Oh,
see this right here? See the picture I posted up. So I put it as a background, but man, see if I can shrink this. So you see it. It's a. I made this picture right here, right, and its caption is how America wants indigenous men to be, from fierce, straight, masculine warriors to soft, feminine LGBTQ2 spirits, right? That's how America turns us, man, and has us be, man, like has us be against our own and on some, soft, effeminate shit, because it does not respect us. It does not, honor us as a people, man. And that's what we need to wake up and realize, right? To see what they're doing. They're trying to erase us, and we need to wake up and realize that. And a lot of y'all, man, out here supporting this nonsense, right? Because it is Pride Month, right? So it's not a coincidence that you got brothers like that turning on their own, and you got the same whole, LGBTQ2S movement going on at the same time, man.
It's Salakia. I think you could come back on camera.
I'll see. I'm gonna try. I don't know if that's gonna mess with the. Let me see. I'm right here now. Y'all see me?
I guess the IUIC don't like your face.
Man, they on some pause shit, But like FIUIC, you know what I mean? FIUIC and F anybody who want to be down with them, you know what I mean?
Damn right.
The whole,
but
right,
we're gonna take the topics to last out of Salakia.
Yeah, Khan. Let me just, man, dang it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was getting, it was real. How do I say it, Brackyala? Real testing earlier because I was trying to get them sound effects in. Man, now is what I would like to play the AK-47 sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But here,
I'm gonna have some sound effects ready for you. Don't worry, I don't want. We'll talk about it after the show. I'm gonna have a couple sound effects for you. Don't forget the wall. You already know. But
right, I
yeah,
got these on. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, other one.
But yeah, man, that's the whole agenda going on, right? And you got movements like the Purple Sodomites, the IUIC, the police department that turn fierce, strong brown men into soft LGBTQ mariposas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bowing down to the oppressor, doing their work, trying to erase us and beat down our spirit. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
exactly what's going on, Barack Yalla.
Salakia, man. I have a video of an oppressor showing. Listen, I'm gonna just put it like that. I have a video of the oppressor showing how we could stop gun violence. And you're gonna see why I'm saying that and how it relates to us trying to love the oppressor. You understand? Because we don't understand that they really despise us, and they're
Right.
really smart on how to deal with us. You understand? But let's
Right.
see. Let's look at the spirit of the oppressor that this Mexican brother was fighting for. You understand? Let's see whose love he's really seeking. I'll play this clip
Right.
right here.
Want gun control in this country? I'll tell you what, black people, you all need to start exercising the same gun rights as white people, carrying them everywhere, getting open carry, going to every march carrying guns. Form an organization. It doesn't have to be called Black Panthers, something else. It could be called the Pink Party or whatever. But here's why. When black people are organized and they are carrying guns and they have a name to it, so if you hurt one of them, all of them are mad. White people are going to start taking away gun rights from everybody, I promise. This is the only way it's going to happen. That's how racist our fucking country is. It's the only way it'll happen. Not even killing their kids at schools. This will be the way. Racism.
You understand? This is who this Theo Thomas is fighting for. You
Con.
understand? He says straight up, listen, just do exactly the same thing white people do legally, and we're gonna take away people's legal rights. That's how it.
Right.
That's how it works. It just takes, just exercise your right to bear arms like white people do, and I guarantee you we're gonna take away gun rights. Just start buying properties in a neighborhood whatsoever, and I guarantee you we're gonna gentrify it. You understand? Just start having prosperous businesses, just like in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I guarantee we're gonna bomb it to the ground. That's basically what he's saying. You
Right.
understand?
That's
And this is
exactly what
exactly what he's saying. And this is who that, Theo Thomas Jorge Lopez Jr. is fighting for.
Like,
You
let me say
understand?
this, man. If you Raza, right, you so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you got no business in the police force. You got no business in the East South military. You got no business in doing anything for these oppressors, man, because their whole thing is to try to destroy us, man. And it just shows how destroyed we are when we want to join them. You will never see the Jewish man try to join, the Nazi party. You will never see the Chinese try to join, America. So it's like, why do we do that? You will never see the Palestinians join the IDF. But we do that, man. We keep trying to join America. We keep trying to blend into American society and gain their love and respect when they never will, man. What's
Right.
that scripture, Rock? Y'all? I'm gonna do another another different thing we do. I'll bring that other precept to show you who the oppressor is, man. Because this is who the
Exactly.
white man is. This is what el hombre blanco is. It's that one scripture says, "For he is the deaf adder; he can't hear."
Let's check it out one. What do you say?
Psalm 58:4, right? I'm gonna go to the book of Psalm, chapter 58, verse 4, to show you who this oppressor is, man.
So, like, I think you did not hear me. I said he's the goddamn devil.
God damn right, he's a goddamn devil, carnal. But look, right here, Barack Yalla.
Oh,
Can you
so
hear me
like,
out?
for my Creole speaking people, blanc maintenant c'est diable.
For my Issacharites, el hombre blanco es el diablo que dice la Santa Biblia.
El hombre blanco es el pinche diablo de su madre.
Sí, hijo de su puta madre. I don't know if I could have said that, Salakia. Man, it's a late night show.
Nah, you on point, Carla. You on point.
We're not on TikTok, so
But right here, okay, so Khan, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 4, right? Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, right? This oppressor cannot hear you, man. No matter how much you beg, right? No matter how much you beg for their love, right? Which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely, right? No matter what you do, no matter how much you beg for the white man's love and the white man's respect, right? And for equality and you keep embracing his culture and his lifestyle, he will never respect you, Raza. He will never bring you in as one of their own. You will never be American. No matter how many Mexicans you locked up, no matter how many, illegal immigrants you done deported, no matter how many, reservations you done came in and overtook, they will never count you as one of them, carnal. You joining his military, doing his will, and when he's done, he's gonna deport you to Mexico.
Damn right. It's like I don't want that scripture you pull is powerful because it plays right into the next video I'm about to play. But the next video it's in French, so I'm gonna have to translate it, right?
No sweat.
Excusez-moi, lorsqu'on est raciste, on ne vient pas en Martinique, d'accord? On ne demande pas aux vigiles de faire bouger des enfants qui habitent ici, des noirs. Donc je vais vous filmer maintenant, vous deux là, ok? Je vais vous mettre sur YouTube, sur Snapchat et sur Facebook, ok? Ça ne se fait pas ce que vous avez fait, d'accord? Ce sont des enfants de bonne famille qui habitent dans la commune. Ils habitent ici. Vous avez demandé aux vigiles de les chasser. Ils habitent ici. Ce sont des enfants de bonne famille, ok? Donc lorsqu'on est raciste, on ne vient pas en Martinique. Vous restez à Nice. D'accord? Lorsqu'on est une belle blonde qui est bien refaite, on reste à Nice. On ne vient pas en Martinique pour faire des actes xénophobes. D'accord? Donc maintenant, je vais vous mettre sur Facebook, toute la Guadeloupe, toute la Martinique, toute la Réunion. Tout le monde va vous voir, toute la France, le monde entier, ok? Vous ne venez pas, on ne veut pas de vous en Martinique. Vous n'avez pas à faire ça, vous n'avez pas le droit de faire ça. D'accord? Donc je vais vous filmer bien et je vais vous mettre sur YouTube. Ok? C'est interdit de faire ça en Martinique. Ok? Les gens, ils viennent ici parce que ils aiment la plage, ils aiment les gens qui habitent ici. Vous avez demandé aux vigiles de chasser des noirs ici qui sont chez eux. Ça ne se fait pas. Oui, je vous ai vu. J'ai demandé aux vigiles et il m'a dit la vérité. Ça ne se fait pas. Vous avez compris ça? Donc vous ne revenez plus ici. Vous ne revenez plus en Martinique. D'accord? On ne veut pas de vous ici. Voilà. Et c'est ça sur Facebook. Tout le monde va vous voir. Voilà. Très bien.
So basically, I want a brother going up to these devils, right?
Right.
Because they called the police on some young brothers that were just on the beach, just probably doing whatever, having fun, playing music. And they got a lot of time in Martinique and Guadeloupe where they would go to the beach and call the gendarme or vigile, which is just like a constable, another like type of police officer, to remove the brothers and sisters from there, even if they live around the beach, right? So basically, you understand? And as you can see, these devils don't give a damn whether they get exposed or not. You know, he's just there laid back like it was nothing. You understand? No matter how much you fight for the love of these devils, they don't give a damn about you. You understand? And then like what Yashikar said, I mean, you know, they can't deport us back nowhere. It's like we go to Martinique, we go to France, we can't get deported back to Martinique or Guadeloupe because we're still French citizens. But they come over on the island and they act like they own the place because technically they still own the place. You understand? And no matter how French we think we could be, how Canadian, how American, right? How Puerto Rican, how Dominican, it don't matter. Because we don't even own our own lands.
God.
Right? It's like they come to our home. Good night. I don't even know how to say this without making it sound a bit offensive because they came to the Native Indians home and be like, you know what, y'all stay in the corner and I own the rest of the house. And that's basically what they're doing. You understand? These goddamn devils, they will never have any type of compassion for you. They will never have any respect for you. You understand? No matter how, no matter how French you think you is, listen, these devils come over in the island and they call the police on you to have you removed from their site because they want to enjoy a nice sunny day at the beach without seeing no niggers around.
Right.
You understand? Because the young people that they call the police on were not other devils. They were just other kids. And you could hear in that brother's voice, he was so infuriated. He was telling them basically, y'all don't even belong on the island. Y'all should stay in France. Y'all should stay in Nice, in a city in France. Y'all should stay over there. We don't want you in Martinique. We don't want you in Guadeloupe.
Go back to your country.
But the harsh reality is they own the country regardless.
I gotta do something for that brother, man, real quick in the video. Let's give him a hand. You know what I mean? Like that one sister that told the white lady in Mexico, speak Spanish, if not, go back to your country. Because, you know what I mean? That's exactly what these white people need to face. I don't know if I shared that story, Brakyala. I mean, not to go off topic, but the liberal white lady that went in was attacking the street vendors. He was selling something like. You got that video too, or are we gonna cue that up too?
Nah, I didn't get that video ready.
I can get it. No sweat, but yeah, keep going out. Salakia.
But the harsh reality is that I mean that sister who told that devil in Mexico, Salakia, don't take me to council. I mean Mexico. Good night. Y'all don't take me to council. That sister that told a lady in Mexico, hey, listen, we hear you speak Spanish. You want to speak English, you go back to America. And that brother telling these devils, listen, we don't want you over here. What they need a flyer. Yes, so they need to come into the school, into the ISUPK, because this is the spirit that you need to have to want to separate from these people. You understand? But know this, it's not to separate physically, it's to separate spiritually. Because if y'all still out here celebrating, carnival in the islands, whatever the case is, y'all do know that you're partaking in the culture of the oppressor. That same oppressor that is calling the police on you, understand? So you could have a nice day at the beach without seeing any niggers.
That's right.
Go ahead. I was gonna say that's why y'all need to stop celebrating carnival. Y'all should not have celebrated Mother's Day last week or a week and a half ago because that was Mother's Day in France. You understand? Y'all should not celebrate Father's Day coming up. Y'all should celebrate what we have, the feast of the memorial of blowing on trumpets. That's what you should celebrate. You understand? Y'all should celebrate the day. Y'all should observe the Day of Atonement. That's what y'all need to do. Not anticipate for carnival. Do you know what I'm anticipating for? I can't wait for the next Passover. But y'all can't wait for the next carnival. You see the difference? I can't wait to serve my God while y'all can't wait to serve your oppressor. And then y'all want to come walk around the beach, complain that these devils calling the police on the kids because they don't want to see no niggas on the beach. Listen, if you really want to separate from these oppressors, stop following after these oppressors. Because right now, even though I understand the energy of the brother, but really, if you don't separate spiritually from the oppressors, those are just empty words. Because the next you're gonna go to church and eat a pork chop.
You're still gonna right. And that's how you take a stand. That's what every other nation does, right? That's how they take a stand against this oppressors, man.
Right.
The Arabs don't participate in nothing American, man. They stick to their culture and keep doing their thing. Same thing with the Chinese. They boycott.
Salakia, the one. On another note, these devils don't call the police on the beaches for other heathens that they see on the beach.
Right.
Because we're in the Caribbean islands, we're plagued with heathens. We're plagued with coolies, which are the Chinese and the East Indians. We have the Arabs and such. You understand? They're not gonna get the police called on them, but they call the police on us, and it's supposed to be our land. It's supposed to be what we own, but of course we don't own because we're still owned by the French. But throughout the Caribbean, you understand, just like Jamaica, they're privatizing the beaches in Jamaica so that brothers and sisters don't go there no more. It's only for devils, which is what they're doing throughout the Caribbean islands as well. So like, I'm gonna just play the beginning of the video again, Ottawa.
No sweat, do your thing.
Excusez-moi, lorsqu'on est raciste, on ne vient pas en Martinique, d'accord? On ne demande pas aux vigiles de faire bouger des enfants qui habitent ici, des Noirs. Donc je vais vous filmer maintenant, vous deux là, ok? Je vais vous mettre sur YouTube, sur Snapchat et sur Facebook.
I don't want. He started just by saying, when y'all racist, but it's like, why are you even in the West Indies if you're racist?
Right.
You understand? They own the land. That's the thing, though. It's like you're telling the landlord, why are you in the building if you don't like me? Well, he owns the building, and that's the harsh reality of things, right? But Salak, listen, it got me so vexed because it's like, just like Puerto Rico, Jamaica, clearly Martinique and Guadeloupe, it's like they, even Mexico, because at some point it's like, yo, y'all don't want Mexicans in America. You're deporting them back to Mexico. Then y'all go in Mexico, tell the Mexican move out of Mexico because you want to buy the property over there.
Right.
You understand? That's why, listen, I don't hate white people because they're white. I don't give a damn what color the color or the skin complexion is. I despise them for their character, their spirit, and their actions.
Right. Right. Barack, y'all, that's exactly. When people like to throw MLK at us, well, we're doing what MLK said. We judging them for the contents of their character, not the color of their skin. And at the same time, y'all want to preach Martin Luther King, forgetting the fact that they murdered that man. They murdered that man wanted peace, non-violence, and he still got assassinated. So what the you talking about? Follow MLK and it's wrong to hate the white man. It's wrong to hate el hombre blanco. You're a goddamn slave. That's your problem, man.
To lock you out of one.
Go ahead.
To all those Christians saying it's wrong to hate the white man, whatever the case is, go tell that to God, because he hates, as it is written, he hates them. As it is written. You see me? So if you want to argue with someone, go argue with God. Like David.
I got you.
Big hatred.
I got you, carnal. I got,
I'm
let me put it on the screen because people are going to think we're lying, priest. They're going to think we're just making this up, right? It's in the Bible.
Yeah, we're not Christians. We're not making stuff up.
Right. We follow the Bible.
Right.
And here's it from the Bible itself. There you go, Brachial. You see it? There you go, carnal. Go ahead. Get blazing. Get it in, carnal.
Salakia. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Esau have I what?
Esau have I hated.
Spell it out, Ak. What's it say right there? How do you spell it? Hated. Hated. But God doesn't hate. Oh, it's wrong to hate.
Tell God he's wrong then.
Right. Go tell God he's wrong. Take that up with the Most High.
Yeah. I dare you to go argue with the Most High. Listen, you're wrong. Good night. Imagine your parent telling you, listen, tell you something that is actually righteous.
And this is what God said after. Salaki, Raquel. Look, the next verse.
Oh, good night. Good night. Why are you doing this to them, Adawan? This is gonna be too much. They're gonna have a panic attack.
Let them have a panic attack. Go cry in the car, man.
Romans chapter 9, verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
Right. God forbid. Is there unrighteousness with God because he hates Esau? Now let's go to verse 15.
Khan. Good night.
For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion, right? So when you get mad at us for charging the so-called white man, you go take it up with God. We're telling you what the Bible says. The whole point of this show, everything we say, everything we do, right? We're doing it from the Bible. So when y'all want to call us a hate group and call us all types of nonsense, and we're the only home of the truth because we truly follow the Bible. We truly follow Christ.
The lockout one.
Go ahead.
They want to call us a hate group, but they're Christians. Like historically speaking, the Roman Catholic Church, the Christians are the hate group. Like,
right.
Haven't you seen what they did to the so-called Native American Indians, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Negroes? Like,
right.
Didn't they forget the 60s coup? Like, it was in 1960, they were kidnapping Native Indian children. And if they didn't want to listen, they were strapping them up to electric chairs. Like, we're still digging up bodies all over Canada. And we're the hate group. The Roman Catholic Church is saying they don't have enough money just to provide clean water to the Native Indians. But we're the hate group? Like, have you seen the amount of money only the Vatican makes? Like, it's to the point where it's considered like trillions, hundreds of trillions of dollars. Yet they can't provide a clean bottle of water to at least one reservation. Good night.
And Salakia, if I could. Man, that verse right there, that scripture is so heavy, Karnan, because everybody, all these Christians, all these Catholics, they want the Lord to have mercy on our oppressors, Karnan, on all these pinches gringos. But for what, Karnan? Right now, they run the world. Was that scripture? The world was given into the hands of the wicked. Who runs the world if it's not the goddamn gringos? Who runs it, Karnan? Who conquered us? Who are the conquistadores? Even for us, Karnan, the conquistadores, there were Europeans from Spain. You want the Lord to have mercy, to have compassion on these murderers, these rapists, these bandits? These fools done broke every rule in the book, Karnan. Every rule in the book. What mercy do they deserve, Karnan? And this is what's wrong with our people. They don't feel the pain of the rest of our people. They only want to feel what they want to feel. They live in their own world. They're too comfortable, Karnan. Too comfortable.
Right.
But when the day comes that a goddamn oppressor rapes and murders their child, Karnan, then they're going to understand us. Because all we do is we feel the pain for our people. We love our people.
Right.
We love our people. It hurts us that they don't eat. It hurts us that they can't live right. It hurts us that they get murdered by these oppressors. But the rest of these Uncle Toms, they're just too goddamn comfortable. Too goddamn comfortable with this white world, Karnal. This white world that they will never be accepted. They will never be a part of it. Your last name is not John Smith, homeboy. These people, Karnan. Salaki, Karnan. Let me just stop before. Well, one more thing, Karnan. And the thing is, Karnan, our people are so destroyed. That's Christianity again. I blame everything on Christianity and Catholicism, Karnan. That's Christianity to the fullest. talking about, hey, God is a God of love. That's not what it says in the Bible.
Chales.
The real God of the Bible is a God of war. The Bible is not a book of love. The Bible is not a book of joterias. The
Right.
Bible is a book of instruction and war. And whenever
That's-
you go up against the God of the Bible, the real God, the only living God, and again, our people, carnal, these Uncle Toms, they don't know how special they are to have
Right.
the only living God in the universe, carnal. Y'all know the Chinese God. Don't that fat fool Buddha, whatever his name, it doesn't exist, carnal. That's another fat Chinese bastard eating too
Right.
much sushi mixed with dog and cat penises. That don't exist. It just don't
Right.
exist, carnal. But there goes our people, all of us, blacks, Hispanics, and natives. They want to learn kung fu, and now they got a monk in their car. They got a monk in their car, and they probably hang a monk in their nutsacks too. That's how retarded they are. Damn, carnal, I like that sound effect. But that's our people, carnal. And you're right, carnal. You say nobody wants to be a part of these filthy European styles. All these other nations, they separate from them, carnal. The Chinese
Right.
people built Chinatown just to be away from all that, you know, LGBT, all that shit that they don't do, carnal, that belongs to the white
Come
people.
on.
They built their own thing in America, carnal. The Hindus, they only fuck with Hindus. You don't see
Right.
them with white people and all. You don't see them with Mexicans. You don't see that. The only people that are destroyed like that, carnal, is blacks, Hispanics, and natives. When you see a goddamn beaner, carnal, a pinche vato mojado like us, sitting
Right.
down in his house in a table with a Chinese, and Arab, a Hindu, and a pinche gringo in the same table, carnal. And they're
Play
all
that
plotting
again.
against his family, trying to see who's gonna rape the kids first, who's gonna try to bang the wife first. Where that other vato pendejo is over there bringing his own enemies.
Right.
And it's true what Officer Barakiala says. It says separate from them spiritually, and I separate from them physically too. Because why would you want a piece of shit next to your family? Why do you
Right.
want a cancer around your family? All it's gonna bring is destruction. You bring that Chinese next to your kids. Next thing you know, your kids are gonna be Mexicanese. They're gonna think they're half Chinese.
God damn.
God damn, carnal. Our people,
God
chingada
damn.
madre, carnal, neta.
So like you. I'll play this Yashikar for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, good night. That's what you become. You become the laughing stock for these other nations when you do all that, carnal. And you know what's sad, Yashikar? You know what's sad, carnal? That they will do all this to us, carnal. And what's the first shit we do, Yashikar? We forgive them. We talk about it's wrong to be mad. That oppressor could rape your child and do all types of horrible things to that, and you will go up there and hug the rapist of your child. Where's the proof of that? Look at what happened with Bottom Jean, man. His brother went and hugged the murderer. He hugged that white woman that murdered his brother, man. When the shooting in El Paso happened, right?
Right.
They went and forgave Patrick Crucius. You know what I mean?
Carnal, but America never forgives and never forgets. That 911 thing that happened, carnal, that was an inside
Right.
job. You know, but they use that and they say, never forget 9/11. Never forget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll go and invade a whole country, carnal, over something that they did. You know, we're not going to get into conspiracy theories and all. But, you know, that's they'll use anything and they'll never forget to go cause a war. That's an excuse enough for them to go conquer, pillage, and just like he's been doing with every country, carnal. They pillage, they murder, they steal. You know, that's what they do, carnal. And our people, bien pendeja, carnal. It's like you said, they want to go hug their rapists. They want to go hug their murderers. They have this this fake illusion, carnal, that when they die and go to heaven, according to their Christianity thing, they're gonna be right there, sitting butt naked with their rapists.
Good
That
night.
Jesus Christ forgave that rape. I forgave him. Hey, well, you're fucked. Yeah, he raped you, but I forgave him. And no, you can't get any clothes. We're all naked flying angels around here.
Good night.
That's Catholicism and Christianity, where you can't even have a dead relative without him becoming a goddamn, without him becoming goddamn naked baby angel. That shit, that's not even in the Bible, carnal. That's why it's UPK versus everybody, because nobody has the understanding that we do. Nobody. So
if I could, Yashikar, that's heavy you say that, because it's the truth, man. It's the truth. That's our problem, And like we need to wake up and realize that, man. We will never be like these other nations. We need we forgive and forget. They never forgive and forget. America will never forget 9/11, Pearl Harbor, Shit, they'll never forget the Alamo, right, Yashikar? You out there in Texas, Shit. So, I mean...
Right, and that ain't even... They stole land from Mexico, not talking about remember the Alamo. Shit,
right.
Why won't they remember, all the stealing of the land from Texas to Cali, carnal? They stole all of that. And now they're getting nervous because, hey, Mexico right now is talking to Russia, and Russia's telling them they should get their land back.
Right.
So, hey, we'll see how that goes, because hey, now go ahead, because I don't want to get us kicked out, because I'm already.
Hey, shit. We're going to say what we have to say. Go ahead, Brock Yalla.
No, I think I just have 2 more clips before we jump into the
next topic.
Right.
Go ahead, Kana.
So this clip is French again, so I'm gonna have to translate it in 1 second.
Je vais te parler d'un truc que je trouve complètement aberrant. La semaine dernière, il y a une dame qui est venue à mon dépôt et elle me dit c'est vraiment dommage, vous faites découvrir plein de fruits sur votre chaîne, des trucs de dingue, etc. Mais il n'y a rien qui vient de Martinique. Et c'est vrai, je me suis retrouvé bête parce que à ce moment-là, j'avais rien qui venait de Martinique. Donc j'ai commencé à chercher. Quitte à faire des fruits exotiques, autant faire travailler la France, non? Et en fait, je me suis rendu compte d'un truc complètement aberrant. La plupart des fruits exotiques qui viennent de Guadeloupe et de Martinique sont interdits en France. Il y a plus de 120 variétés de mangue différentes en Martinique. 120. Tout interdit en France. Même si tu présentes un certificat phytosanitaire, nickel. C'est une loi qui est passée en 2021. Elle est passée, puis tout le monde s'en fout. Genre, là-bas, ils sont quand même en difficulté. Un taux de chômage élevé. Ça pourrait faire bosser des gens. Ça pourrait faire bosser la France. Mais on préfère faire venir des mangues du Pérou, du Brésil et de partout, alors que je suis sûr qu'on a les meilleures mangues du monde. Vraiment des trucs que j'ai du mal à comprendre. C'est notre économie. Mais est-ce que vous imaginez l'impact économique des fruits en France? On réalise pas quand on va acheter nos courgettes en grande surface que le marché de la courgette, ça fait des milliards d'euros. Et ça fait bosser des milliers de personnes. Alors je sais pas si cette vidéo, elle va percer, elle va pas percer, on sait jamais à l'avance. Mais si je pouvais avoir une réponse, si quelqu'un pouvait me répondre vraiment, et pas une bêtise, parce que je les vois arriver, à qui les garde pour eux, le bilan carbone. Wesh, c'est la France, les gars. Ils sont peut-être loin, mais c'est la France.
So basically, what the devil is saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a channel where he's showing up fruits, right, around his fruit stand and stuff like that, right, from the world. And the lady pointed out, why don't you show any fruits from Martinique whatsoever? He's like, yeah, you know what? She's right. Let me look into it. Come to find out, France is forbidding the imports of fruits from Martinique and Guadeloupe into the French mainland. You understand? And he pointed out that, yeah, we're already we have a high rate of unemployment. We're in hell, basically. That's what he's saying. So, instead of providing job opportunities to the people over there, y'all making sure they can't make any imports to France. And that's who we're fighting for. You understand? That's who we're willing to forgive. It's like Officer Yashikar said, that this is who we're ready to die for, whose love we want to die for. Yet he has no problem, you understand, letting us starve on our plantations. he has no problem preventing us from attempting to survive. You understand? That's basically what he's saying. Like, France owns Martinique and Guadeloupe. Not only they poisoned us, right? They were pressing us on the island, like just like the clip we showed earlier. You can't even go on our beaches, but we can't even export anything to the French mainland. But Salakia, we can't export any legal product to the French mainland. Let me put it like that, because it's not a problem for us to export more than 50% of the cocaine in France.
Right.
When it comes to fruits, it's like, no, we're forbidden to export fruits. But it's fine if we export all the cocaine that arrives in France. See, that's they are the devil the Bible speaks of. And
Right.
they can bring in the hell that is going to come on the face of the earth. Salakia.
No sweat. That's, you know what I mean? That's crazy, act like that's you know, that's how it boils down. That's what it comes down to, man. Like these oppressors, like it's just it baffles me. This is something I wanted to add, right? And let me play this next clip of Brachial as well, right? Because it ties in, right? So this happened earlier as well, right? And it's like these oppressors, like it's like my question is, who in the hell do you think you are? You know what I mean? Who do you think you are to act this way towards us? Look at this.
Country.
It's just for my protection.
Protection of what? I'm not doing anything.
Well, say what you got to say.
The sheriff's office is sending a deputy.
That's good.
Because selling puppies on the roadside or
It's not the roadside. This is a parking lot.
This is a parking lot. There is hi Facebook Live or video.
It's not Facebook. I don't got that
I
shit.
don't really care.
Okay, fuck off.
Do you know that you just?
I don't care what you got to say. Hurry up and leave.
You know what? I'm gonna sit here.
Well, that's good. That's fine.
But they're
Shit,
sending
my
a deputy.
battery's full.
They already have pictures of your vehicle and your license plate to find out where you live.
Well, she felt
It's
fine.
on
Let
the
me
roadside
pause it real quick. So this devil right here really felt it necessary to come question this brother, right? This carnal, because he's selling puppies on the side of the road. You know what I mean? You worried about him selling puppies on the side of the road? That's what you're worried about. And this is a liberal, just so y'all know, FYI. This a liberal white lady. This is her pro-Biden, Bernie Sanders, all that nonsense, right? So that should show you something that we don't trust either side, whether you Democrat or Republican. Fuck both of y'all. Go ahead, Doc.
Left wing, right wing, it's still the same bird.
The same eagle.
Yes.
Damn right.
Right, Kanan. And if I could, Salakia, Kanan.
Damn, Salakia, Yashka, just real quick. AIR, Shalanka, damn right, Karens. Good night.
Órale, Ayar. Órale, Mosa in Christ, Ayar. Yeah, Kanan, I was just going to say, Salakia, but this is your typical white bitch, Kanan. You know, this is how they all are. Hidden, you know, they might show you some love while you do whatever they need you to do for them, but you know they all hate you. It don't matter how Christian they are, how much babbling they say they're speaking in tongues. This is your typical oppressor, carnal. And that bitch is and she's proud of her race, carnal. She loves being who she is. She loves doing what she does. That's how wicked this bitch is, carnal. Goddamn. Right. And this is a people that our people want the Lord to have mercy on. To have mercy on this fucking bitch. Salakia. On this cursed bitch. There you go. You know, they want the Lord to have mercy on them. Salvation is for this bitch right here. And so on, carnal. And that's the only reason our people are like that, carnal, is because they believe in the white Jesus. They believe in it, carnal. Every time they pray to a white Jesus, to the white God, to the white angels, carnal. Right. Every time, carnal. And when you show them in the Bible when you show them who Christ really was. Christ was a black man from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Now, if you didn't know, well, now you know, homie. That's how it is. But, you know, it's real hard for our people to accept that. And that's that self-hatred. It's like, no, hell no. How the fuck is Christ a black man? You know what I'm saying? So they'll rather have Christ be somebody, this crazy-ass bitch here, in this video. They want a Christ like that. They want a Christ who's going to stop driving, pull over, and ask you, hey, why the fuck you selling puppies, homie? You know, I already called the sheriff on you. They want a white Christ to call the sheriff on them. They want a white Christ to lynch him. They want everything that the white people have, man. They want to be white, pretty much. That's how destroyed our people are, man. Salakia, go ahead, man.
Salakia, honestly, she is calling the sheriff because she thinks he was selling her children. Salakia.
Damn, that's my canal right there, Barakia Allah. Right, hey, and in her mind, those dogs have more rights than that Mexican. Those dogs have green papers. They were born in America. They're more important than wetbacks like us. And who the fuck wants a wetback? You know what I'm saying?
Mine is like, how is a wetback selling rightful American citizens?
Damn. There, man. That's how it is right there. Man, that's exactly what it is right there, man. A wetback selling American citizens.
Just comment real quick, right? It's like you said, you know, she's proud to be white, but every time I ask myself, like, what are white people really proud about? Like, they're mass murderers, they're mass rapists. Like, they're
mass maricones.
Right.
That's right. You understand? They're mass sodomites. Like, they are the face of the LGBTQ. You understand?
Right.
White people to be proud about. They're the biggest drug addicts and drug dealers. Like, when you look at white, you understand? Oh, Salakia.
Right.
Where's this little clip right here? I'm gonna show you white people are really proud about.
If I come to Denmark one day, what is the number one thing I have to do?
Christiania.
Christiania, what is that?
This little community in Copenhagen where there's no laws.
There's no laws.
No laws.
I can walk around naked.
Yeah, there's no laws. Everyone lives there without paying taxes, and they just build their own houses.
What?
And it's also known for selling a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Because that's illegal in Denmark.
But you can do anything there.
But in Christiania, you can do it.
You know, Salah, if I could real quick, you know what she's really trying to emphasize, right? You can do anything. She's emphasizing being poor.
That's what you think.
Right. Emphasizing being a whore. Sleeping with jumping from rod to rod, carrying all them venereal diseases. That's what the Edomites, are known for.
That's what they're proud about.
God, that's exactly what they're proud about, Barakiala.
Proud about being whores, being, vaginistas.
Vaginistas. Imagine, Salakia. Oh, that's a funny one, man. But yeah, let's finish this clip real quick because it's funny, man. Look at this.
Your law to sell puppies roadside or in parking lots in Harris County. So hopefully you're gone before the deputy gets
Well,
here.
we won't. So you can stay there all you want.
Are you even here legally?
Are you dumb bitch? Fucking go. Why you have a sweater in the middle of the sun? That's my question.
To protect
Go
my
fix your
skin.
hair or something. You're like, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Got me fucked up. Yeah, viene para atrás la güey.
I'm going to sit here all fucking
Good
day.
for you.
You know what?
Good for you.
Yes.
She
this
couldn't
is-
let it go. She couldn't let it go. She had to turn around.
She was leaving, but she made a whole U-turn. Like, I'm letting her sell my kids. Good night.
She just good night.
He just harassed me. He called me a fucking bitch.
And this is why the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks. You hear this bitch right here? She just said he just harassed me. He just called me a bitch. Go ahead, Ot.
That what you just did right here is the reason why Emmett Till is dead.
Right. Khan. Well, it's the reason why a lot of Mexican men were lynched. You know
Damn
what I
right.
mean? A lot of black men were lynched. A lot of indigenous men were lynched because of dogs like this that lied, that were vindictive, because that's all they know is to have that bloodlust for you. What did we read earlier? They are the father of lies, and here you go of typical Edomite lying because he cut her. He cut her with the truth, man. You know, she made her look dumb.
Right.
It's like, well, why? You know, let's keep playing. Hold on. There's something I want to touch on.
You are setting a bad example for this little boy. I'm so sorry that these people are your family.
You don't even know English.
I see how disrespectful this oppressor is.
Don't worry about it. Why are you here? That's what your problem is.
My family's been here since.
Did you just go and drive and be like, oh, let me pull over here and fuck with these people?
You heard her, right? She said, my family's been here since
my family was here since the 1700s?
Yeah, right.
Damn, she had the caucasity to say that?
Right, Khan. Let's keep playing.
I was going to Sam's.
Well, then get your ass over there. Why are you over here fucking with us?
Because what you're doing is illegal.
Go write a book about it or something. That's what you need to go do. Over here bothering people.
Go back to your own fucking country.
Wait, what else?
See, and there you go. There comes the true nature of these oppressors, right? Her exact words were, go back to your own country. I don't know, Brock. Yeah, let me say this, and I don't know, Yashikar. It's something about when they say go back to your own country, where it's a special kind of insult. You know what I mean?
But Salaki,
special kind of insult. Go ahead.
No, I mean Salaki, they want to cut you off. They cut it off twice because she said, "My family's been there since the 1700s. Go back to your own effing country." But we've been there before the 1700s. What are you talking about?
Right. Here's my thing, man. Like, who in the fuck you think you are to tell Mexicans to go back to their country?
Go back to your cave.
You dumb, evil bitch. You think you can tell a brown man to go back to his country? He's in his country, dumb.
Right.
He's in his fucking land. You know what I mean? And Salakia from my language, but I'm expressing my anger because I'm getting tired of this stupid insult from these goddamn oppressors, man. Always telling indigenous people to go back to their country. When they're in their country, you are not in their country. You go back to your country, white man, white woman. Go back to your goddamn cave. Go be locked up, man.
Damn right.
Who the fuck you think you are? Salakia, I just want this is my and I wish that every time this is recorded that the person that they're talking to, right, that brown man and woman, repeats these exact words to them, right? Who in the fuck do you think you are to come and tell me to go back to my country? I'm in my country. You go back to where you're from. You are here illegally. You are the children. You are the true anchor baby. You are the child of squatters. You are the child of rapists. You are the child of criminals that came over here, robbed, raped, and murdered indigenous people to steal this land.
Goddamn,
and you have no right. Khan, I'm going to give it to you right now, please. I just want to say, you have no right to come over here and talk to me like that. You have no right. But because you have no compassion, because you are not human, you're an animal, you think it's okay to treat us like that. Even then, every time these videos pop up, Rakyala, every time these videos pop up, Yashikar, we're always like, even then, we still take it easy on these Edomites. You know what I mean? We don't really ever tell them, like, we don't match their energy. You know what I mean? But that's what y'all need to start doing, Raza. Y'all need to match that energy so that these devils know to stop talking to you like that. Tell them to go back to their country. Tell them they're not welcome here. Tell them they're the illegal immigrant. Tell them my people have been here for a lot longer than you have. Right? This is the land of my people. You're the guest here. You're in my house. So shut your mouth. Damn right, China Mac. You too. Shut your mouth, man. Shut your goddamn mouth and take your dumb behind up the street. I gotta, and that's the other thing. Like, who you think you are to come and question me about what I sell? You know, sorry, I'm not lazy like you. Sorry, I'm not. You know, I'm trying to make an honest living. I'm selling puppies, man. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not selling, people, body parts, all the evil things y'all do. I'm selling pets, trying to give a child something, give a child a puppy, a happy you know what I mean? That type of thing, Bracchiala. And you're gonna come over here and tell me that's illegal? Because you hate us. That's why. You hate us. You cannot see us trying. You cannot stand to see us trying to do something. This devil right here probably has got a miserable life. She's probably broke. Something going on with her. And she's just mad. She's just mad because she saw me. This is the same spirit that burnt down Black Wall Street. But go ahead, Salakia.
I'm gonna play a last clip before we switch. We go to the last topic. A devil playing the victim. Salakia.
Who commits most violent murders on primetime TV and on gangster or movies? Not the people who actually commit violent crime in America. It's all businessmen, white business professionals commit all the crimes. And when one speaks, as I have done, to some of the Hollywood producers involved in this rubbish, they say, yeah, because they're the only group that has no defense league. Anyone else will be on us if we make them the bad guys.
Good night. Good night.
I understand.
Speak for yourself.
God.
It speaks for itself. How are you going to complain about you being the most murderous person when you are the most murderous person? And at that, it's an Amalekite saying that. That's the most.
Right. That's why I had to play it one more time. You know what I mean?
Who commits most violent murders on primetime TV and on gangster or movies? Not the people who actually commit violent crime in America. It's all businessmen, white business professionals commit all the crimes. And when one speaks, as I have done, to some of the Hollywood producers involved in this rubbish, they say, yeah, because they're the only group that has no defense league. Anyone else will be on us if we make them the bad guys.
Salakia, the one who used us as gator bait? Who hung us from trees from our foot? Who slit open the belly of a pregnant native Latina or black woman, snatch the baby out of the belly and use it as gator bait or bashes it across the trees? Wait, right. I'm confused. Who told Christopher Columbus he's raping too much?
Right.
Like, it's not that he was raping, he was raping too much. And then he's saying, what you see on primetime TV is fallacies.
Right.
Good night. And that is the man who stole our identity, who financed the transatlantic slave trade. Good night.
Yeah. Kind. We're gonna save that special clip for the end of the show, Carnal. We're gonna close out the show with the video of the lady telling the white woman to go back to your country. We're gonna leave the best for last. Kyle, what we got next, Brock? Y'all, I know we almost at the top of the hour, man.
We got the Purple Vaginistas. Purple Vaginistas militia.
Purple Vagigis, whatever you want to call the goddamn purple sodomites. You know what I mean? F this goddamn PC cultures. I wish we could say what we really want to say. At times, I know we gotta have decorum and discipline. F these cats though. F IUIC. Fuck IUIC. You know what I mean? You want to be down with IUIC? Fuck you too. You know what I mean? Salakia. All you fake Israelites that want to talk about, we should all be getting along. You have too much hate in your hearts. Why in the hell would I want to get along with a bunch of rapists, with a bunch of
Okay, I don't right here. You said the keyword because I'm gonna play this clip for you.
That's what they call corrective rape. But that need to come in America. Fix it. Corrective rape.
That's what we need to unite with? You mean to tell me that's what we need to unite with?
Let me play it again because I don't think people understood. I stopped it too fast for them. Listen.
Play it again.
That's what they call corrective rape. But that need to come in America. Fix it. Corrective rape is if you're a lesbian, the men of the city, some of the men will rape you to correct the nature within you to make it go back to the masculine that you're supposed to desire. That's what they call corrective rape. But that need to come in America.
That's what you want to be down with? You know what? It's like, if I could real quick, that lets me know something, Barakiala. That lets me know something, Yashkar. If you want to be down with someone that's a rapist, I have to question your integrity. I have to question, what the hell you support and what you do. What's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. Right? So if you want to be down with a man that's saying it's okay, like talk about corrective rape. I mean, I know a lot of you fake Israelites we talk about GMS, right? And their whole, talk about you got to rape. It's okay to rape, right? And you just pay 50 shekels. All of y'all are the same flock in that case. A lot of y'all out there are low down, dirty, and disgusting. And I see why you think it's okay to unite, because you're all the same. You're all, you know what I mean? You're disgusting bastards.
It's a lot, the other one. I was on the video from Officer Kazaka Imad, right? There's a comment saying, why y'all doing this to the IUIC, slandering them? They're doing good stuff. They're doing good for the people, this and that. I'm like, good night. Haven't you seen this clip? Like, he's promoting, like, he's literally saying rape is okay. As long as you're lesbian, we'll get you straight. I was like, good fucking night.
Right. If I could, right? If I could, you know what that sounds a lot like, Carnal? That sounds a lot like, don't talk about the pastor that way. He does a lot of good for the community. Nah, he didn't molest nobody. He does a lot for the community. He does a lot of good. Why are you talking about him? That's exactly what that sounds like. That's exactly the same spirit. And that shows the spirit you fake. Go ahead.
Not the only this time. It's not the pastor. Good night. No, it's like the bishop.
The bishop. The bishop, right?
Good night.
Don't talk about the bishop that way. Don't talk about Eddie Long that way. He did a lot of good for the community. Meanwhile, he's molesting your children. The general brought it out, man. What he said. You're going to find some shit out about Nasty Nate, man. He's Nasty Nate for a reason, man.
The man is sending dick pics to other members. Like, first of all, listen, this is something how do you explain? It's not, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, you can't explain that because it's the fact that, how did you, like, why are you sending pictures to other men? And how did you even get those pictures in the first place? And why are those pictures still on your phone? Like, no matter how you're trying to twist it, it's like, what the hell is going on in the IUIC?
Right.
You understand? It's like, good night. Like, listen. It's good night. I don't even know what to say about that. Pause.
And if you think we're just running our mouths, right? You think we're just, this is how y'all behave. We're just, bringing out the truth, right? It's like, that's that spirit. That's why that whole thing, Brock Yala, that whole thing of not calling out, the IUIC is the same spirit behind not calling out your Christian pastor, not calling out that deacon, not calling out that bishop for molesting children. The same people that defended Malachi York, talk about it's a conspiracy, right? Him being charged. When he admitted to the crime, right? Malachi York admitted to doing what he did. I want to talk about it's a conspiracy. Go ahead,
I don't remember if it was. I think it was a class I was teaching, wasn't or it was La Puraneta. There was a Malachi York supporter in the chat on TikTok. He was trying to defend York. I was like, wait a minute. Are you trying to defend a pedophile? He's trying to say he's not a pedophile. He got what did it say he got? He got the STD that there's a girl who said she got the STD from him. She admitted she already got the STD. You know, she wasn't infected by Malachi York. I was like, yeah, no sweat. But what about the little boys? He never spoke anything about the little boys. He didn't want to mention anything about the little boys being sexually assaulted by York. Like that goddamn, I think he was a purple sodomite as well. Anyway, he is sodomite. I think he was purple too. You know, but the point is when you pointed out, shit, as the bishop, I think he knows. You know,
right?
But the point is, listen. ISPK, we're not just saying stuff just to say shit, just to start some controversy. The Bible says prove all things, right? Listen, if you're a rapist, you're a goddamn sodomite. You're a vaginista, as like Commanding General Johanna said tonight. You know, listen, if you're a rapist, you're bottom boy. And we're not just saying that because, we don't have any.
Mariposa.
Yeah, goddamn mariposa, you botty fish. We're not just saying that because we have anything against Nate personally. We're just he is a truly flamboyant. Listen, don't cancel us. He's a faggot. Here's the proof.
That's what they call corrective rape. But they need to come in America. Corrective rape is if you're a lesbian, the men of the city, some of the men will rape you to correct the nature within you.
This is their word.
Mind you now.
This is words.
Mind you now, he's talking about gang rape, eh? You see, he says, hey, men, like plurals, like good night. I mean, regardless if it's one or multiple, it's not one is not worse than the other, A sin is not worse than any other sin, but good night. He's talking about gang rape, eh? Just for those who are not listening to what he's saying.
It's the same thing with GMS. Like,
good night. It's the same thing.
Defending, saying, "Oh, y'all slandering us." Your leader is admitting it. It's coming out of his own fucking mouth, saying, "You gotta rape them. You can get them while they're young." This is coming out of Nasty Nate's mouth, saying corrective rape. What the you talking about? We're slandering. Don't get mad at us because we expose what you say. Go get mad at Nasty Nate. Go charge Tahar for the nastiness he said. Go make him answer for that. But you gonna charge us because we call it out? We prophesied. I like that video I seen a while ago, right? And it's I think it was Israelite Vibes, right? It's John Hyman right there. And you got a member of IUIC calling in, and they're coming at the UPK because they're calling out, Nasty Nate for being a crooked cop and locking up innocent black men, right? And General Hyman cut, man, he's surgical with it, right? He cut that cat to shreds because he said what we're doing is we're prophesying against a false prophet, right? When he's all like, when y'all call out what is it, Creflo Dollar and them, you didn't go to him and him alone. You didn't say, you didn't go to your brother. But all of a sudden we supposed to, we're not allowed to call out Nasty Nate.
Good night.
That's the attitude, man. And then what kills me, man, is that this whole kumbaya, one love spirit that goes on. You know what I mean?
The unity camps.
The getting mad, talk about we niggas and we wetbacks because we know.
Oh, the Lockyard one. I have that clip for you.
Video, the water, carnal. I definitely want that video played, but I want to emphasize, let me say this, man, to all you fake Israelites, man. Miss us with that kumbaya bullshit. Take that. Y'all go ahead and go hold hands with rapists. Go hold hands with them child molesters. But we don't do it in the ISUPK.
Right.
We're not with that, man. You know what I mean?
Salak, y'all, the one. Check your messenger. I sent you the video of Nate calling out a brother a wetback because, listen, there's something stupid. I think he just left the IUIC. He's like, yeah, you, the wetback. Like, good enough.
I got
and
it
he
right
said
here.
it with like so much disdain and so much pride, like, oh, it's you though, you know. Listen, we're just gonna play the clip. It's the timestamp is 5 minutes 58 seconds.
Let's get it in, man. Oh dang, we got lost Yashikar. Hopefully he cops back on, man, because I want Yashikar's commentary on this también. You know what I mean? This is crazy, that this called him a wetback.
5 minutes 58 seconds out of one.
Thank you. IUI to the music.
Okay, all of a sudden these memes come up where everybody picture and stuff typed on it. You started that. We know who you are. You edited video to lie on me. That trend started by you. That's
the Weasel. The Weasel.
That's right. Okay, the conquistador.
Yes. Wow. And guess what, wetback? We know who you are too. You ain't going to escape. God got you.
He said first thing they did, Brock, they're already trying to call him a Spaniard, and secondly, called him a wetback. My question is, for all you carnales in IUIC, why in the hell have you not left?
Salakia, the one. Actually, in the big, I think a little more before that clip of the King Sodomite, you understand, saying what he said. The sister breaking down the video is saying there's a lot of Hispanic brothers in IUIC. So what they're doing, right? They're using Mexican men to recruit Mexican women, and all those Hispanic brothers are being disrespected, but still won't leave the IUIC. You understand? And to make it worse, it's like they're really like just like Commander General Johanna said, you know, they're really Christians because you're not gonna see one Hispanic brother with the rank of, you know, bishop or whatever rank they got over there.
Right.
You understand? That's what they're doing. But I mean, for those who want to watch the whole clip for themselves, if you could, I want put the link in the comments for those who want to watch the clip for themselves, right? But we're just really emphasizing on this part right here to show that they don't even love their own people. Don't even believe the chart. Like, how are you gonna promote that 12 tribe chart and just just call out a like that and just disrespect that? Yes, that if you could pull it back, I want Baba Kusha.
Put it where like to what minute marker?
5:58 and just let it play. You gotta see.
5:58 or I'll put it at 5:54.
That's right. Okay, the conquistador.
Yes. Wow. And guess what, wetback? We know who you are too. You ain't going to escape. God got your judgment for you because you always been a nobody. All right. Where we at?
Damn.
Hey, we get everybody. We get the niggas, the specks, and the wetbacks. We are equal opportunists. We gonna get you all. And if you're Chinese, oh, you're the flat-faced Chinese boy. We got you too.
The highway level, the one of the people on the highway.
Don't talk about the Chinese people.
Pause it right there.
Put up themselves on Facebook under woman's name.
That's wild, dog. Let me see. You see what he said?
He
he's
said,
comparing niggas, spicks, and wetbacks to Chinese, for one. Calling them heathens. That's what he's really doing. You know what I mean? And he's showing more respect to the Chinese than he is to you.
Damn right.
That's why he said it real quick. We can't talk about the Chinese. But right there, he called a brother, right? A brown man, a wetback, called him a Spaniard. You know, a lot of these cats, you know, let me say this, Brock Yala. A lot of the one of the cats that gets called out, right, for being a quote unquote wobble, right? Pushing that Aboriginal movement, right? That's trying to, deny indigenous people being indigenous, was a former member of IUIC. I wish I had the clip of him saying that, but he admits to being part of IUIC. So it comes to show you now where this whole spirit against indigenous people and Mexicans comes from. You know what I mean? I would not be surprised if if the person who started the Negro only Israelite movement was a member of IUIC. I'm pretty sure that I'm not surprised that the cats that started the Latino only Israelite movement were members of IUIC. You see all the bastardization that comes out of this purple group, carnal. And this is like, I don't even like, it's more of a, I don't want to say shock, but it's like, God damn, what in the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, how can you see these cats and think this is godly men? When you hear the words that they use, you know what I mean? Y'all want to talk about the way we talk is too harsh? That we're too hostile and we're too this and that? These cats are hateful. These cats will literally went, right, Brock? They went to Buffalo right after the shooting, right? Held camp at an event out there, calling for justice, and was basically telling them that it was their fault that happened to them.
Right.
What in the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all, they really said that they don't do food programs and feed the homeless because help not a sinner? These lames said that?
So like they are the powwows. I have the clip where they are the powwows.
We got to play that at the powwow too, because you know what? Let me say, I was always wondering why we get so much, you know what I mean, anger and you know, I don't want to say resistance, you know what I mean, but we get a lot of pushback from the indigenous community, you know what I mean, a lot of anger, right, at us. I always thought, you know, well, because we follow Christ, you know, and you know, like we're the ISUPK, of course, you know, ISUPK versus everybody, but come to find out, right, it's because of these idiots. These idiots go to the reservations, they go to powwows, they hold camp and start, you know, not coming in the spirit of Christ. You know what I mean? They don't come in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. They come over there and start holding camp and blazing on them, probably telling them it's their fault. The same thing that they did to the brothers in Buffalo. You're going to go up to them with no compassion towards your people, and then, you know, and act like, you know, you're better than them. I bet you the whole 2/3 thing, I wouldn't be surprised it came from them too. You know what I mean? Salakia, don't quote me on that. I'm not saying it did or didn't. I'm just, you know, I see all the bastardization that's coming out of this purple group. That's disgusting. And like I said, man, fuck these cats. You know what I mean? F IUIC. Because, you know, definitely being Mexican, F Bishop Nathaniel. Right? You know what? What was that video with the other lame? Talking about, you know, he's getting mad at the brother from HODC because he said you know, he called him Nate and he made him call him Bishop Nathaniel. Yeah, we'll call him Bishop Nathaniel because a bishop is gay and disgusting. Oh, Salakia. A bishop is LGBTQ. You know what I mean? He's a pedophile and a child molester. That's what bishops come out to be. Bishop Eddie Long. So you want that title, you go ahead and have it. And be disgusting like them, which you are.
Dirty, stinking mackerel.
Right. Fuck your purple Christian group, man. I pray God dismantles it. You know what I mean? For the evil that y'all done. You know, God's gonna deal with y'all. Right? But definitely, man, these cats, these clowns, man, you really, I'm convinced that y'all are really the COINTELPRO, you know what I mean? that you really are put out there as a way to try and hinder our work. You know what I mean? Because y'all do everything the opposite of what Christ taught. You do the opposite of what this truth is about. We know your leader was a what is it, an agent put in, right, Brock Yalla? Is that correct?
Yeah, farmer.
You know what I mean? So like we know what your whole foundation is built on, which is infiltrating and destroying, dismantling. So it makes sense why y'all do everything to try and destroy, you know what I mean? The truth, which you never will. You will never succeed in destroying the truth or stopping the work of the Lord. You know what I mean? Your hand, like Captain Katasa says, your hands are too short to high box with God. And I just pray that them, you know, definitely Raza, right? But all so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are in this organization, right? I understand you think you're in the house of God, right? But may the Lord wake y'all up, right? And y'all leave. Get out of there and get as far away from it as you can, right? That's a cult. That's a cult. That's the
You're nice.
you know.
I like the other one.
Go ahead.
They make you sign a NDA.
Right. They make you sign an NDA.
Listen, what's going on in the IUIC that they don't want people to know, so that they make you sign a non-disclosure agreement?
Right. And let me emphasize this.
Government agency.
Let me emphasize this, Brock, y'all. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, man. And we definitely will never come together with any other Israelite group, man. We don't do that unity camp nonsense, man. We're not with that. None of that. None of that is One West. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street under commanding General Yohana. The only man that earned that rank. You know what I mean? A lot of you out there claiming to be self-proclaimed the high priests and generals. Now, you never earned that rank or that title. You know what I mean?
1 West F the rest. Is there?
Right. 1 West, fuck the rest. You know what I mean? Salakia, for the language, you know what I mean? I understand the discipline and being professional, but I you know, we have to emphasize it like that. You know what I mean?
Damn right. 1 West, fuck
1
the rest.
West, fuck the rest, right?
Salakia, the one. I'm gonna play this last clip, you know, because we're like 2 minutes in already.
Yeah, we're a little over the time, Khan. Yeah, we just turned it in, man.
1 second.
All right, so it's come to my attention that these Black Hebrew Israelites went to Rosebud, my reservation, during a children's Easter egg hunt, handing out these ridiculous flyers promoting the genocide of indigenous peoples right on our own reservations. Not only that, they showed up armed and were flashing their pieces around just so nobody, you know, would approach them and try to kick them off. Where are our men? From what I hear, there were only 2 men there. The police responded slowly. This can't happen. We need to stand together. We are Lakota. We are strong. We are warriors. Our ancestors would never allow this. Get them the hell off of our reservations. Warn the other reservations that this shit is going on. Ban them permanently. Who are they to go to a children's Easter egg hunt promoting indigenous genocide, false narrative, and toting weapons where there are children? And they were obviously prepared to use them. Here's a clip.
You know, this is where we get a pushback from the Gadites.
Right.
They put us all in the same category when we are one.
Right.
One West. We're not affiliated with anybody else. You understand? We're not the purple sodomite. We're not the Vaginistas. You understand? Listen. We don't go out here just disturb any powwows, ceremonies, anything like that. We're breaking bread with the Gadites. You understand? We're breaking bread with them. Whoever wants to hear it, they hear it. If you don't want to hear it, well, we'll move on and still break bread with the Gadites.
Let me say this, Barakiala. This is my frustration. You know what I mean? I don't even know. So like I gotta be mindful of what I say, right? This is what like is really, Salaki, I had to use frustration just because, it for lack of a better term, but the stupidity that these other groups do, right? We always had to answer for them. We always have to answer for the dumbass shit that you fake Israelites do, man.
Yeah.
Why in the hell would you go to a reservation and disrupt their events? You know what I mean? This is to say what I'm assuming, right? That, and this is probably what that woman's frustration was, or her anger, right? Is that they probably went up there while they were having their Easter egg hunt, and they probably IUIC went up there and blazed on them.
Damn right.
I
Most
mean,
likely because listen, the kids are having fun hunting for chocolate. I mean, we're not advocating for that. You understand?
Right.
But
That's right.
you're not going out here to blaze like during a Christmas dinner. Listen, y'all are worshiping Satan and stupidness like that. Listen, we'll give you the truth. You understand? But we're not going to force you to stop what you're doing on the reservation.
The scriptures say, "Go to the highways and byways." A powwow is not the highways and byways. A reservation is not the highways and byways. You go to what is it? A neutral ground, right? Or somewhere where there's oppressors there that you call out, right? Go well, you know what I mean. But you go, you know what I mean? Like you go to the highways and byways, like the Bible says. That's not that's no different than the Jehovah's Witnesses going to your house, knocking on your door and trying to blaze on you. You know what I mean? You get annoyed by that, right? That's what these clowns do, man. And because of the nonsense they do, this is why we get the pushback from Gadites, you know what I mean? That's why they think we're trying to commit indigenous erasure, because these I don't know what kind of terms and language or how they come at them, you know what I mean? These clowns do, but they said, you know what I mean? We had to answer for it. Let me go ahead, Ak.
Just like they call us niggas and wetbacks and sticks, they most likely call these brothers and sisters savages.
Right, they probably did. They're calling brothers and sisters, wetbacks and spicks. I can only imagine, This is how we handle ours.
Okay.
Let me show a clip of what we do when we go to the res. Let me see if I can find it.
No sweat out of one, but basically, listen to everyone tuning in out there. We are not the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. It's 1969, established under Commander General Yohana, is not affiliated with any other so-called Hebrew Israelite group or camps out there.
Let's show Salakia Brakel. I know we're a little over the time. Just go do a couple minutes of what look up this real quick, and I'm gonna post this in the link. This is how the ISUPK did, what we do, right? How we approach the res. It's Salakia. And then this is the other part, man. Like they use this damn picture of Officer the Bar Mob with them Gadites trying to say we're trying to indoctrinate. This is how we roll to the reservations.
In the dark, walking tall, trying to find a light. This life we live in, it gets sick, and man, this shit ain't right. I gotta make it out and see my people proud. Let them
IUIC Salaki, I'm gonna pause it right there. You know what IUIC would have probably told him? What do you think IUIC would have told him, Brock Yalla?
You're told him to shut the hell up, you damn savage.
Probably told him that. Told him you're acting like a nigga.
Right. Like, don't be acting like a nigga.
Right. Man, Salaki, let's give Officer the bar Moff a hand, man.
Oh, Salaki, you have the sound effect.
I know how many people call y'all, man. We got a native Indian brother in Chicago. I know what you mean, but I always try to grow my hair out long. I can only grow it so far, and I don't like it.
See, this is what we do. That's Salaki. You know what I mean? This when we go to we go to break bread with them brothers. You know what I mean? We go to show brotherhood and sisterhood to them. We don't go blaze on them and try to degrade them and emasculate. You know what I mean? Emasculate them and do all that. You know what I mean? We go to build. You know what I mean? We don't go to tear down.
Damn right.
Let me just
But that's that stage right there. But that's what I wanted to do. That's how he was. He finna show you a picture of a brother in Chicago. He's a native Indian. And his hair used to be shorter than yours. When he first came, we first started teaching him this shit. His hair used to be shorter than yours. And then he grew his shit. That's 2 years ago. See what I'm saying? So and now he's looking like his ancestors did up there. Before white people had to assimilate us and put us through that dumbass shit they was doing. With the what's those schools, the boarding schools and all that shit.
People just know that we're different. They look at us like,
this is what we do, right? We go and let them have their voice. You know what I mean? We go and interview brothers and sisters. We go, like I said, the way we come in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. Versus, I don't know what you fake Israelites do, man. I remember, you go back to that whole incident with the Covington High School, and them fake Israelites is having camp at their event. You know what I mean? Coming blazing on them, saying like, oh, you worship totem poles and did this and that. This is why you're oppressed, and just like there's a time and place. You know what I mean? Like that's not the highways and the byways like the Bible tells you to go. To go blaze on people, man. To go put, have your camp speaking. You don't have camp at a fucking, at a powwow or at an indigenous event and just start, blazing on them. Not if you're trying to, what y'all do, man. That's my question, Brock. What do y'all do when y'all go over there, man? Would y'all be boasting about how you're the 2/3? You're the 1/3 and they're the 2/3. Is that what you fake Israelites do, man? Is that what you tell them?
do they try to make them sign NDAs as well about not?
Right. Is that what y'all do, man? Y'all try to make them sign NDAs?
You're the indigenous people of the land. You're not the average American walking around. So I don't ever get offended when people try to identify who or what we are. But I know some people do. But the reality is we've been here longer than any of those words have ever been here. Those are all words of languages that are new to this continent. So yeah, I don't get too offended as a personal person. Yeah.
Okay. And then so my second question is, how does the indigenous people feel about the oppressing people who sold his land and gave them reservations?
Well, I think, anytime we look in history, it's all, we're dealing with historical trauma of all of those effects still today. So all that stuff is done to our people.
Right.
We had a lot, of bad history, and all peoples of color in this nation had things bad happen to us, and we're still living in those systems. Even though we're coming out of it, we're still living in those generational traumas within our families. Our grandparents had to feel all that. Our parents felt a lot of that. We're still seeing that today. And so, we look at it like, how do we feel about that? Well, we're still in it, and It doesn't feel good. As humans, nobody wants to be treated in a way where you're not respected and don't have dignity.
Right.
So it's not good. That being said, I speak for myself, but I know others have, they speak for themselves also. And we have intermarriage now, and people are married in different races and different groups. So, to like as a group holistically be like against anybody or any type of person, I think it goes against a lot of indigenous people's ways. And I also think that, for instance, people of color will hate on white people, but then they go home and their grandma's white or something. You know what I mean? I don't have a white grandma, but I feel for those who do that they should be bashing white people if their grandma's white. So we're all human. We have to understand, and then we're only accountable for ourselves moving forward. You know what I mean? We know what we know. We learn and move forward the best way we can.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that answer. So that segues into the next question. I got just one more question after this.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Is the current state of the reservation, today, is it a crime against humanity?
Yeah. Anytime you take a person and you subjugate them, for one, and you tell them that their culture is no good, that their way of life is no good, that they should try to be like another group of people, and then you fence them off and you do all that, that's the roots of reservation. Right. And when you look
and that's, you heard what he said, right, Barack Yalla? Saying that when someone comes up to you and tells you that your way of life is no good and your culture is no good, like, that offends them, that, and of course we understand, right? Like we're supposed to, we are, like Christ said, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? But there's, you know what I mean? Like I said, like there's a reason why the Bible says to go to the highways and byways. And you think going to their house, basically you're going to someone's house and telling them, oh, the way you're living is no good, and then blah, blah, blah. Like, you think that's, like, and you boasting, like, it's like, you think that's what Christ did. Show me where Christ went to somebody's house and went and blazed on them in their house, know? Christ is what he say, forbade them not, right? He even gave you fake Israelites, you know what I mean? Like when the disciples were checking y'all, he said, man, let them do their thing, right? So it's like, it's crazy that I don't know what spirit you fake Israelites are on, man, but y'all do not go to the reservations in the spirit of Christ. You do not go and do any of this work in the spirit of Christ. You do it in the spirit of serving yourselves, of, glorifying yourselves. You don't believe in the cause. I don't know what it is y'all are on, man. But that's why we are not. We have to constantly say we are not affiliated with y'all, man. Let me share this last clip out, and then we go.
Okay.
We gonna get up out of here, man. Let me see. Go right here real quick, because that's a long video and we're pressed for time. But this is Officer Tawaga Bar. You know what I mean? They're at a powwow.
Powwow is a gathering of the Indian community, and they come together and dance for their culture, their nation, so to say. And that's when they bring them all out here, all their gathering of nations. They have a good time and to dance and sing.
ISUPK. Do you feel like we have a common ground?
Yes, yeah, we do.
Yeah, I would say we do. The common ground is that there's obviously a lot of colonialism among us.
Do you see division amongst us, like Hispanic people and Black people, or Native American Indian people and Hispanic people, and vice versa?
Personally, I would say no, because we all come from the same, not background, but the same struggle, and we're all trying to come back from that. But I would say the people that do see the difference is that it's just their pride. It's not so much the background, it's just that their pride, and they personally feel like they might be better in some way.
During the time of slavery, natives, so-called, right, were a refuge to Black people from the white man. Why?
Because we have that similarity.
Okay, can you expound on our similarity?
How do I? to put it in a nutshell, I would say they weren't. I don't even know how to explain it.
Because we have a common enemy, correct?
We do. Yes.
Right. They both committed mass genocide on both nations, right? Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. One more question for you, sis. Of all ethnic groups, who can relate most to Native Indian oppression?
Black people.
Black people. That's a yeah. That's right. That's right. What is a powwow?
Powwow.
I mean, but I'm showing these clips just to show the spirit of the UPK comes on. You know what I mean? When we go to the powwows, when we go to the reservations, you know, I see a lot of y'all saying like, "Oh, we better not step foot there. We better not go there." You know what I mean? And I understand your anger and frustration because of what these purple sodomites have done. You know, these purple sodomites have gone over there, and like I said, I don't know how they approach y'all. I don't know what they say, but only thing I can tell you is that the ISUPK, we are not affiliated with them. We are not them. We're not them. You know. So we come do clothing drives, food drives. We come to help. Even what I'm saying, Barack Yalla. Like I'm pretty sure, like even trying to say like we come to help in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. You know what I mean? We're not on no I don't even know how to say it. But even that turn that and say, oh look, see now they think they're trying to come be some type of savior. Nah, man. We coming because you are our people. This is what we're trying to say. You are our brothers and sisters, man, and we give a damn about y'all. You know what I mean? Just like Christ gave a damn about y'all. You know what I mean? I understand the white man, the fake Israelites, Christians have done the same thing and used that to do evil to y'all. But the IUPK is the home of righteous men and women.
Right.
I mean, the Lord, this is truly the Lord's work that we do, man. So, like I said, man, we'll be rolling the reservations, we'll be rolling the powwows, and we come in the spirit of Christ. Is how we come, man. Come to you know what I mean? It's how we approach the situation. Come pause, you know what I mean? But like that's how we do it, man. Everything we do is one West. You know what I mean? And that's the point. So these other, I'm just trying to gather the words to say, Brock Yalla, you know what I mean? Because I'm still like, good night, man. Like, how in the hell does this even happen?
Because they're Israelite Christians. That's why.
Because they're psyops, because they're COINTELPRO, because their whole mission is to bastardize our work, to hinder us.
Right. They are of their father, the devil.
Right.
A lot of them Hamites, anyways.
Right. They want to go save them Hamites, man. That's why you know what, man, to you purple sodomites, man, to you purple mariposas, man, stay out the reservation. Stay out the fucking powwows, man. Go to Africa. Keep going over there, man. Go save them Hamites. You know what I mean? Since that's what y'all respect, right? Go save them Chinese. Right? You got more respect for them than you do for Raza. Right?
You purple sodomites, go eat some bushmeat. Pause.
Right, yeah, go eat that bushmeat. Go get General butt naked. Pause. Keep doing that, you heroes, man.
That's what I don't. I mean, I understand, but I understand, but I don't understand. How is you trying to recruit a I'm just calling him
out of all the warlords, Salakia, right? Out of all the warlords out there,
all the warlords, you're trying to recruit the one that's going butt naked to war with children.
His name, General Butt Naked. That's who y'all go get. Good night, man. Y'all pause.
Good night. Like the spirit speaks for itself. Like out of all the warlords, you were not looking for another Gaddafi. We're not looking for another Idi Amin Dada. You were a African Kim Jong Un. You went to get gayest, Salakia, the most
right. Don't con
Sodomite African nigga. Like good night.
Right.
Like you didn't even go get an African that was wearing leaves around his waist. You went to get the General, but good night. Pause. General Bataboy. That's who you went to get.
Right.
You understand? Listen, we already know. Like, you were not trying to recruit a soldier. Nate was trying to recruit a concubine. You dirty, stinking butts of fish.
Right.
Octopus.
Well, can only say so much, but you know what? Yeah,
IUIC is a Sea World, that one.
IUIC is a what?
Like Benjamites are gonna know the IUIC is the Sea World.
The Sea World, huh? God, no sweat. What's the Sea World, Brock? Y'all?
It's an aquarium full of fish.
Fish. That's what I figured. Oh, wrong one. There you go. Pecan.
Rainbow trout.
Rainbow trout.
Hey, listen.
Good night.
Benjamites can never get canceled.
We can never what?
Benjamites, we can never get canceled. That's all I'm gonna say.
God. Give you a hat for that one. You know, Pecan. But that concludes tonight. I mean, anything else we want to drop, man? Let's close this out, man.
Damn right. El hombre blanco nunca odia su pinche diablo la chinga su madre.
Sí, yes, carnal. Yeah. Dang, we lost Yashikar, man. But no sweat. Lord allow, man, he doesn't drop out next time. Pero con eso, man, somos la Escuela Israelita de Conocimiento Práctico Universal desde la calle 125, dirección 1 Oeste de Harlem, Nueva York, debajo del comando de nuestro general Yahana, ¿verdad? Y con eso, raza, que se salgan de ese grupo de mariposas, ¿verdad? Porque es un grupo peligroso para ustedes. Ustedes carnales, ¿verdad? Que hoy es como habla ese ¿cómo se dice? No sé cómo decirle, ¿verdad? Con las palabras, pero ese pendejo, ¿verdad? Esa mariposa, ¿verdad? Que se llama, ¿verdad? Nasty Nate. Que se salgan de allí, porque eso es lo que, con eso te quieres meter ustedes, ¿verdad? Chales, un batty boy, ¿verdad? Una mariposa, you know what I mean? Language. Never heard of a more protected community. That's a sidebar, but get out of there, man. Get out of that goddamn Christian group, man. And if you really want to serve the Lord, if you really want to be about, you know, following Christ, come to the ISUPK under command of John Yahan.
Like you know what I mean? If you want to be following Christ, if you want to be blazing at the devil the Bible speaks of on the streets, understand, and have actual classes without having your leader, you understand, twerk on camera and sending good night, sending pause pictures to his members, coming to the ISUPK.
Damn right.
No cowardes, no cowards over here. One West, fuck the rest.
Let me say this real quick, Rocky. Like I said, we don't want everybody in here, man. So let me emphasize that. We're not begging anybody to come over here, man. But, you know, we are in the job of fishing. So that's what we do, man. Fish brothers and sisters. But for brothers that are truly hardcore brothers, man, that are about this work, you already know where to find us, man. But with that, man, let's close out the show, Brock Yalla. Let me play that clip. Right, the clip. Go ahead, Salaki. I know you have more to drop, Salaki.
No, Salaki. I had one last thing I want to drop, but I'm gonna drop it after the clip. You understand? So we can never forget.
Right. Where is it?
You know, in the meantime, shit, I said it in English. Mais n'oubliez jamais que l'homme blanc est le foutu diable dont parle la Bible. Blanc, mon nom, c'est diable. Et si on veut se libérer de cette oppression, se séparer de ces foutus béquets. I was about to say something. I don't want to get canceled right now. Up to y'all to change that.
Let me put this video. Here we go. Start everything on Mexican time. Actually, remind me to blow this clip up to our channel, man. It definitely needs to be played.
And if you're in Mexico,
tell me I have 2 leashes for my dogs. They're gonna go to the bathroom right now, and then I'm gonna clean
there's
up.
kids here.
And then
if you're in Mexico, you have to speak Spanish. Okay, go back to your country. And if you're in Mexico, if you're in Mexico,
You should tell me. I have 2 leashes for my dogs. They're gonna go to the bathroom right now, and then I'm gonna clean
there's
it up.
kids here.
And then I'm
If you're in Mexico, you have to speak Spanish, okay? Go back to your country.
Damn right. I'm gonna give her a half for that
You
one.
have to put the link on, And if you're in Mexico,
Damn
Go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm a black Jew. I'm a black Jew. I'm a black Jew. I'm a black Jew.
Hey, at the end of the day, the Bible do say that you are the seed of your father. You understand? And that woman right there, her father is a whole Caucasian European man. You understand? Meaning she is a goddamn devil, right? She is not a so-called Jew. You understand? The Jews are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right? The 12 lost tribes of Israel. And that devil, I mean, Rick Ross said it best, and he was quoting the Bible. Shalom.